Welcome back, I'm DRN and this is Mechabellum. Something slightly different for you here, guys. Had a productive evening playing with Druski, so these games will be 2v2s from Druski's perspective. Hopefully you find the games entertaining and at least some of my commentary helpful. Enjoy and let me know what you think I did wrong.
I really like, oh, and Clint's here sniping
us.
Oh,
Clint sniping us. Okay. Clint, you gotta close the stream.
Glorious. It's alright, I'll just make sure to run like a 10-minute ad so he doesn't get to see anything.
It's fine, we'll turn a 90-second delay on it. Won't be a slight hiccup to the stream in the slightest. No, it's all good. I just won't speak my plan out loud. It'd be me versus Clint.
Sounds good.
He wants blood from the tournament. Vengeance.
Did you guys go head-to-head?
It's been a while. It's been a long while. But yeah, we've played in tournaments a few times now. Hey. Ooh, what do I do here? Yeah, okay. I shan't speak out loud.
That's understandable. I might just wait to the absolute last second on the selecting just to keep it a surprise.
In 2v2, I really like Stormcallers, I must admit. Because there's often end of round cleanup stages where the Stormcallers really help.
Yes, as you get the max range. You get the max range as they're crossing across from one side of the map to the other. His Storms, he has also Supply Spec. My opponent is Saber. But my Storms are going to be welcome against his combo over there. I need some chaff clear on my side.
Super quiet for a second while I'm plotting my next move.
Normally I speak out loud
while I do this, but I shan't do it just right now for some particular reason.
I'm going to be quiet as I take another bite of my brunch.
What are you eating?
So Mrs. Druski has made some, well, she scrambled up some eggs, but she also cooked up a brat with some sauteed onion and homemade barbecue sauce.
What is brat, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not familiar with the term.
Just brat, short for what? Bratwurst, like sausage.
Ah, okay, got you.
So
you've got a German omelette. Nice. You're up against tarantulas. And lots of crawlers. I think your arc lights will be eating well there.
Yes, I think with the artillery start, I was already going to need the arc lights. He played even more into it, so these are some leveled arc lights here in a moment.
I've got the tower straight away as well. That's a good feeling.
Very nice.
Steel ball aggro, so hard to stop in the early rounds.
That's what we love about it.
I'm a standard player normally.
I almost
Clint knows that.
Here. Yeah, I almost
went aggro. Mind games in Clint.
Just throw Clint.
Yeah. I think he's brave coming up against us. I think we'd be pretty strong right now. And I'm sure he's not watching the stream.
Oh, extended range steel ball though. Are you gonna? Oh,
I'm tempted.
Don't say it. Don't say it out loud.
I know. It's all right. Lots of good choices here, though.
Yes, it is.
And Improved Fortress is one of my favorite cards, I must admit. But they're so expensive.
Now, I want to make sure that my arc lights. So the crawler health, I haven't checked this in a minute. Yeah, we're still one-shotting those crawlers, and if he even goes with the armor, we should continue to one-shot.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily have to get with damage upgrade first, so I'll go with my armor upgrade. I've got the extra cash from supply.
Yeah, make the most of that early. Early oil, I like it. Clint knows his stuff.
Yeah,
crawlers right on you in the corner.
He does not want to give you that momentum at all.
Yeah. More Stonecrawlers as well. Ooh. It's gonna be a tough nut to crack now, I think. Oh no, we won't be getting saber teeth because your opponent's got them already.
Mm-hmm.
No free saber teeth for us. Oiler's done a number on me here.
I believe it. Shield's still
It's
up, though.
150 though.
Kept your shield. He's upset about the shield.
Those 2 pixels of health, they're important pixels.
Very important. Speaking of small things with health, this one crawler is still alive.
Oh
Take
no, no. Maybe you get the tower. If you get the tower, you get the XP. Oh, you're already leveled though, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's fine. He's not the best shot in the world, that Stormcaller commander.
Yep.
Some more good choices here. I'm liking these.
Subsidized art. I'm really tempted by it.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just difficult into Stormcallers when I'm facing a lot of Stormcallers.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I'm facing sabers, so it's going to be tough there too. But still, these other items are great too. The giant manufacturing, the nano repair kit for a giant. These are all very tempting. I can see you getting the nano repair on a steel ball.
Yeah, I was debating it, but I don't have a level 2 set of steel balls. Instead, I've gone with the haste module for the Mustangs in the backline, and then I can forward position the Farseer, and hopefully we can pressure the outside edge, and then I'll pivot to the inside edge in the future, maybe. We'll see.
Works. Well, I decided to go
carry.
sub-arcs because he does not have loose formation on those crawlers. So we're going to try to play that up a bit.
So what is he running then if he's not got loose formation? Oh, acid. Okay. I don't think he's ever going to use acid here, though.
No, not unless I play a War Factory. I don't think that's happening.
Yeah. But he might threaten carry crawlers. He's got both Impact Drill and Mech Rage.
I think the Arclights shut that down, though. If anything, he'll switch to Fangs or something. Or he'll continue just massing Saber Teeth, which is fine. We'll go back to Artillery. I don't think Saber Tooth anti-missile is sufficient.
It's very hard unless you've got millions of saber teeth. They're too vulnerable. They come too far forward.
Oh, he went air.
Unless you take range on them as well. Okay, I'm against Arclight carry. Cool. Wasps. Okay, I've got a few Farseers and some Mustangs to catch that, but I'll need to survive the Arclight onslaught to get there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too worried. I've not found Arclight carry particularly strong recently, I'll be honest.
Yeah, not at all. I've got Arclights that I have for cheap, and I leveled the range, but it's entirely for the anti-chaff support. I'm not planning on going carry.
I think there's too many bigger units now that can one-shot them. Farseers, saber teeth. The Arclights just can't handle that much firepower.
All of the classic counters that already exist that still are able to do so.
Phoenix, Stormcaller, Fortress. The oil, though. Oil is hurting me. So yes, I have one Farseer, and it will be enough to kill all these wasps.
I think so. It's full health. I think so.
We'll see, we'll see. Yep. Farseer massacres them. Wow.
Amazing. Alright.
Barely even got scratched as well, look at that.
Yeah, and now the oil's gone, so the true momentum can start happening here.
Yep. I can rely on my steel balls if I wish. Or I can go super heavy snipers.
Yeah, those marksmen are really nice looking right now. 4 of them.
Tempting. Into an Arclight carry? Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's great.
So what's your answer to Wasp here?
Because I have a shield, I might just throw down a Fang and just keep it. Like, my goal with the flank is not to have a major investment. I want it cheap. So
you want to force him to respond. Yeah.
Forcing him to respond, I already have done to some degree. I want to have a real response on my main line, but a single Fang over there will. I mean, he's probably leveling up the Wasp, so level 2 Wasp is something to deal with. But he also has jump drive, so I need to be ready. So we're gonna unlock Mustang, have it on my side, and then probably throw a Fang on the flank.
Sounds.
Just for the cheap, you know, keeping him busy.
Cost efficient. Trying to provoke that overreaction.
Exactly, and I think we might have already succeeded at it, but I'm gonna I'm gonna keep poking the bear here. Speaking of overreaction, he also got anti-missile on this saber teeth. And I've not touched my Stormcallers.
Nice. So you can just sell them.
Yeah. Or
just
just
keep them.
buy more. I don't know. He got more marksmen, so might need him for the marksman.
Yeah. Tricky. I'm against Scorpion now. So I think I'm selling my steel balls, and we are all in on Farseer carry with sniper support. And it's going to be quite tough for him to beat me here.
Yeah, looking pretty strong over there. That shield, so much value.
Yeah. I think it's tempting to put the shield right in the middle of the thick of things, but often I'll put it just on the edge. No, it's gone down, finally. 3 rounds in.
Yeah, he finally got my flank shield as well. They leveled those wasps, it did enough for him.
Yeah. Texas is running on those wasp. Elite, interesting. You don't see that very often these days. That must mean he's missing anti-air or ground. Let's have a look. He's missing ground attack. Okay. So he might go wasp carry there.
Without ground attack, I don't think wasp carry is realistic.
If you get to level 3, Elite's not bad, but you need to get level 4 these days with the extra 20 range to make a fairly sizable impact on it. But the damage is always nice from Elite.
If I end up having giants and such, you need that ground specialization to take them out in any sort of reasonable amount of time. I'm looking at potentially going that route, since he's got... Really, it's just the saber teeth, but... I don't know, I might just drop another shield here. Keep being annoying.
You're not being annoying. You're winning the game. By distraction and subterfuge.
That is the best way to put that, yes.
So he's put that regen module on that big saber tooth. Might start getting difficult to kill.
Yeah, we dropped another artillery just to keep him busy. Oh, and he dropped more sabers. Okay.
I mistimed my shield in the corner. He still got the missile through. Dar. Oh well. Thought I had a window to drop a shield and get some crawlers on the flank going. But unfortunately, his missile was right on the line and got there before the shield arrived. So that is a lesson for me.
Yeah.
My choice here is, which unit do I want to put EMP on? Do I want the EMP on the Farseer? It's cheaper, but it can be intercepted with anti-missile attack. Or do I go EMP on the snipers? It's more expensive, and they shoot slower, so it might be less overall impact, but it's safer because they can't be intercepted. Or I could take both.
You could take both. Are you looking, though, at getting more techs on the marksman? You already had the one tech with the range, so EMP is more expensive. And if you think you might be needing to go with any of the other ones...
Elite is the other one. I'm not sure, I'll be honest. I tend not to go sniper carry these days. I tend not to go 100 cost unit carry. I tend to go 200 cost unit carry, or bigger. Just because there's so many bigger units that you get more value from the techs on them. But they are more expensive to upgrade. And I am hitting level 3 in a lot of these snipers. They're becoming orange men. So it might be worth it going elite on them. Clint's kind of matching me with snipers in the backline. I think he's going to go replicate crawler this turn. If he does that, I need to go more arclights. I don't really want to play arclight into arclight though, so I need to think about other alternatives versus crawlers. So it's either Vulcan, Fire Badger, Stormcallers with fire.
I like the idea of putting Stormcallers on the field because you can also get EMP on those, which really would shut down both his marksman and his arclight.
Yeah. It does push him very much towards anti-missile tech though, but I guess I've got so many Farseers. If he's going to go anti-missile, he's going to go anti-missile.
Yeah, I think you overwhelm him.
Yeah. I think we'll do it. Okay, good call. Here we go. 3 sets of Stormcalls. Vertical or horizontal? I'll do vertical because we're shooting at vertical fangs to begin with. And horizontal in the middle line to split them. 200 left over. We've got oil coming down this turn. I will shield. Just so you can't do a big fire play onto us. I think I'll take damage up at the tower as well. For the Mustangs. Ooh, Rhino responds to the flank. That's an over response. I can punish that.
Interesting. He hit me with oil, but it doesn't.
Yeah, he used the oil on your side.
Do
I don't
much.
Yeah, unless he's setting up for a fire turn next turn.
If there
Try
is a
and
next
toast
turn,
your
depending on how
Stormcalls
we
and
go here.
Mustangs. Oh yeah, confident. True, we are in an advantageous position. I hadn't noticed. No, I think I'm going to struggle this round because he's just taken Scorpion range. I need to match that. So I'm going to lose my side, I'm afraid, this round.
I do believe I'm getting mine pretty convincingly.
Nice. I'm afraid I've been beaten convincingly as well. I'm relying on you to carry me here, Druski. Go on.
My pleasure here. Let's see how this goes. Artillery.
Crazy's giving us the vote of support. I don't think he's seen this round yet, though. He's 90 seconds behind as a spectator. Oh, there's just so much range here. The snipers and the scorpions and the stormcallers. It's quite a potent mix for the end of round cleanup. Nice, good damage though from the stormcallers.
Yeah,
wow.
the level 2 storm's really paying off now. I didn't know if I wanted to level them. I'm glad I did. Yes, Baller, that is DRN.
Hey, Baller, how's it going? Baller, what's the answer to Scorpion Carry versus Aggro Farseer? I'm thinking Phoenix, but he's got snipers in the backline already. I normally rely on Baller to give me advice when I play with Baller. But I've got snipers as well. Still, Phoenix is a solid. Get some more chaff going as well. Give those scorpions a few more targets. Oh, I like this. I like this.
I mean, he's only got the one fang, and you're dealing with that.
Okay.
There's no there's no other real counter to it happening over there.
I'm thinking about doing a little cheeky play here with oil myself as well.
Sounds good to me.
Let's make life difficult for those snipers.
Just because that oil, I am going to take out alone and drop some shields here.
Yeah.
Kind of don't want to forget about
Solid
that.
to me. I think we're in a good position for ending this here. I like that flank set. That is a good call.
I'm probably going to... Oh, I should have dodged that missile a little bit better. I'm going to trigger that missile.
Oh.
I didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I'm afraid you are. Still. I'll be busy answering this next turn if there is a next turn. And I've put a lot of fire down, so I'm toasting a lot of his smaller units. And I've got big phoenixes in the skies now.
We triggered the missile, but only took out about a third of them, so wasps are...
Can we get through the shield?
On the case.
Yes, you can. Look at that. Wow, it melted. Go on, get that tower. Get that tower.
There it
big
is.
Fortress at the front line. Nice. Oh, that's ruined him. Good flank, sir. Well played.
Baller's right, though. We're both vulnerable to our own flank. So I'm just glad that didn't happen.
We've got overwhelming firepower. Don't have to worry about flanks when we're the aggro players. GG, guys.
GG indeed. That was fun.
So mind if I take a moment and have a little look at what I can learn from this game? Sorry, it's what I do after every game. I just do a little bit of reflection.
Always feel free, and then if you don't mind, when you've made your conclusions, I'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
I don't think things through like that. I'm afraid I'm a free-flow thinker, so I'm going to transmit for a few seconds, if that's okay. I'm going to look at your board first, because I think that's what the viewers will have seen most of. I really like your structure to your board. I like your 2 sets of Stormcores. I see that's the classic standard position these days. I like your chaff. I think you're quite a little bit thin on the chaff. You've got like an eggshell formation going where the fangs and the crawlers both arrive at the same time. And if you run out of chaff, you're going to be in trouble. But I guess it is only round 7. If
No,
you'd
I
taken range on
agree.
the Mustangs, you'd have been in a little bit more of a hotspot here. But Mustangs without range versus Arclights with range, they're never going to win. They're never going to survive and kill your chaff. So you're actually quite all right here. I think you made a really nice play with the flank in the corner. And I think he's overreacted. He's put 2 sets of wasps down and a saber-tooth. So he's spent 700 there if you count the crawlers as well. And he's leveled them up. So that's 900, 1,000 to answer a flank, which is costing you 350. It's nothing. So while the rest of your force has the extra value just spread across the whole board. And that wasp play in the final round, I think that's the game-winning play, I'll be honest with you, dude. Because my board versus Clint was still in a fairly even balance until those wasps got through and broke that tower and gave me that winning opening. I think for me, I need to respect the fangs on the line as chaff that Clint had going here on the right-hand side. Because even though I had lots of chaff clear, the 2-stack, the 2 sets of fangs in a vertical common takes so long to burn through that even with Stormcalls with fire, I never got to ignite my oil, which was a little bit frustrating because I was going to plan on using that to kill the snipers and free up space for the phoenixes. But in the end, it didn't matter because you got that tower for me. So thank you very much, sir. I'll leave it there. I won't go into any more depth because I think I'm keen for another game if you are.
Oh, I am too, but I really appreciate that. I agree on me being light on chaff. I think my normal position is similar to this with an extra minimum of 4 more chaff. I've got 2 more fangs behind my towers and 2 more crawlers on the flanks. Like that's minimum for me. But I think the reason why it didn't happen is I was also, to some degree, distracted by my own flank and putting deploys over there. But in the end, as we noted, the economy gains were worth it. It actually did pay off, and so I was a little thin on the chaff, but it played out, I think, okay.
There is more to unit cost than just the monetary value. There's also the unit drop value. You only have to summon 2 units per turn, so you got to think about that as well. You're right.
So, but yeah, thoroughly enjoyed it. And Clint, sorry about the flank at the last minute. I was just looking at your board.
I got saved by Druski.
All right, that was great though. A great first game, and I appreciate the insight there.
No.
So let's do another. Is Drone expanding our brains? Do we pay him for this?
Yeah, only in patience and friendship. We're good. Yeah, look at the combat power accelerating away.
I do like that. If anyone just joining, there was a new patch today. They seem to further adjust the combat power gains and losses so that significantly, it says, reduce the combat power that players lose in a match and slightly increase the combat power that you gain. So on the whole, you should trend upward more quickly, perhaps not as quickly as everyone wants. And I know there's many people who are saying, why does it go down at all if this is now a season progression track? No season progression tracks go down in general. So yeah, you could make the argument that this is trying to shoehorn a system that really was never designed to be a progression track into that, and they could have just made a new one. But in the end, I think overall we'll end up with the anticipated result of generally everyone having gotten through the season. It's just going to take longer than people like.
Yeah. I think it's the hard thing of seeing losses. And I'll admit, if I play a 4-player brawl, it's brutal. Like, if I come second, it's minus 2,000 combat power. What? I came second. I gained MMR. But yeah, end of the season is what they're aiming for. And it's really hard to see that as a player in the trenches, you know? The season is, what, 3 months long? Or is it 4 months long?
3,
I don't know off the top of my head. 3, okay. Ooh, choices here, choices. I'm going to go Giant Specialist.
Is this compact or standard? Can you tell?
Give me a second. I normally look on the loading screen.
Looks like
this
it's standard.
Is standard.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go with the Fire Badger.
Ooh, nice. I've not used Fire Badgers much recently. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with them.
Well, it was also the rest of the units that were here as well. We're going to try to make a bit of something out of it.
Okay. So you're against Marksman Specialist, I'm against Farseer Specialist. My opponent's got quite a weak start with Snipers and Mustangs. Your opponent's got quite a strong start with Stormcalls and Crawlers. So I think in the mid-game is where we'll decide this game. I think I'm going to try and play tempo here. We'll see though. See what the cards give us. See if Bearlac is generous this day.
Yes, I think I'm due for a generous bear-like day. I haven't had one in a while.
You've been feeling the rub of the cards rather than the run of the cards.
Yep.
Yeah. Had a fantastic day yesterday. Went on a 12-game winning streak.
Oh, amazing.
Nice. It was 2v2s, you know, and 2v2s are different to 1v1s, but it felt really good.
And then even after that, you were willing to risk playing 2v2s with me? I am honored.
It's not a
to
risk,
ruin,
it's fun. You're a great player, you're far underrated in your 2v2 ratings. I'm not worried in the slightest. I'll be honest, I play more 2v2s than 1v1s these days, just because it's more fun for me. I enjoy the social side of the game as well. So it's, you know, and I play with literally everybody, but I've got a particular partner called Aggro, who's just the exact opposite playstyle of me, and it's fascinating watching what he does. He's a wasp master with wasp flanks everywhere. And that's the antithesis of my approach. I'm like value, solid structure, cover all my corners. And he's like, nope, I'll play wide open, I'll just throw wasps at them, they won't know what's coming.
I do believe you and I have a very similar playstyle.
Yeah, I've noticed that in the past. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing in a 2v2. But
right. If it's working, it's working really well, but we don't actually cover each other's
we'll both
weaknesses.
struggle with the same thing. I famously struggle versus hackers. Like, I just cannot beat them. So whenever someone plays a hacker versus me, I just copy and play hackers versus them in return. I'm not sure if that's the right approach, but it's what works for me.
Uno's asking, where's the worm? So he made a actual image that I should be able to use for a worm player redeem, and I've yet to implement it, and that's on me. I apologize, Uno. Only sledges. Yep, that's clearly the choice. Only sledges from here on out. I do believe the free scorpion is going to ruin my day.
Could be a tough one. I went with the Sabertooth in the end because I think it's slightly more value. It will be punished by Scorpion, but it's just so much cheaper to tech them, and they're so easy to get going. I find the 200 cost Sabertooth is so much easier to level up, whereas the Scorpions, it's almost after you plan ahead of, ooh, I'll need to level him up. But if you need to level up 2 Scorpions, 300 is just so much to spend on it.
It really is. I'm leaning towards the Sabertooth as well, but I'm debating with the Typhoon. Either way, I think he's getting a Scorpion and I have to play around it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go Typhoon into Scorpion, I'll be honest with you.
Right, the thought was kind of, you know, maybe I can get a minimal investment and cause him to overreact to it, but I'm not confident on that.
So, do you play your Fire Badgers up front, or do you flank with them? What's your approach with the Fire Badgers?
Today I think it's going to be a flank, just because I already... Okay. He doesn't have the chaff really that I need to clear, and I started with the Arclights. So I'm going to try to add chaff myself, because I'm anticipating the Scorpion. And then we're gonna react afterwards after I see what he's got, because I genuinely do not know.
I get you.
What to expect.
I'm wide open to air units at the moment. I've got no anti-air whatsoever, so I could be caught here red-handed.
Yeah, I'm actually the same boat, and that's a little bit concerning that neither of us have an
one
answer.
of them's gonna pick a set of wasps, aren't they?
Okay, there's the Scorpion.
We're good. No air yet. But yeah, both of them gone Scorpion, which is interesting. We can punish that with good chaff use, because Scorpions just shoot so slowly. And yeah, he's already walking into my Stormcaller fire, so I could just go EMP on the Stormcallers and he'd scoop it all game long.
I love that, but on my side it's not quite as clear cut. I think I've walked right into his positioning.
Lucky. Yeah, I see it. Maybe double shot on the Sabertooth to pop it before it gets level 2. You're already there. You look okay, I'll be honest.
Well, his artillery's still going to punish me, but you know, we might be able to recover it. And the sniper, certainly, yeah, he hurt too. He one-shot all of my Fire Badgers right from the get-go, and I got no value out of those.
Yeah, it's probably a sell them for them, unless you have a sneaky plan for saving them in future.
If we get a redeploy on the unit drop here, on the card, that will be my sneaky
please. Plan. Okay. We got it last game, see if we get it this game. No. Though, to be honest, I don't mind the tower going down to crawlers. Nothing else got the XP from it. These Stormcalls will level up off me, I'm afraid, here, though. Yeah. Can I kill the sniper?
that was a salvo.
Not quite.
No!
Agony.
It was right there.
So much XP wasted. I could have had so much there. Doesn't matter.
Ooh. I have a weakness, and that is improved wasp.
I thought you were going to say improved worm then for a second.
Well,
I've seen you try
I've
and
tried
force
that. I've
improved
tried
worm.
that.
Yeah.
That I've been punished on. But the improved
I've gone
wasp.
with the heavy armor. I've gone with the heavy armor just because I've got a big saber tooth. Why?
Fair enough.
But yeah, the wasps kind of make me. I feel like I have to go Mustang this round. Just too open to wasps. They're not bad into scorpions as well. 50 left over. I think I'll level up Narclight. We might be selling it late game though if we get Vulcans offered to us.
Iron Silk, the improved worm just tries to make it not a health tank, but it is just a health tank. I agree. When I look at the improved worm, though, I'm not even caring about the damage. I'm looking at the splash. I think that is for me, that's the appeal, because the worm not being able to burrow because there's too much chaff is kind of one of the major counters to the worm.
Downsides, yeah.
And so having the splash really, I think, helps clear out chaff faster to make that viable. But you've increased the cost. You're not getting as many. Like it doesn't work. But I've tried.
I'll be honest, I'm not a believer in improved worms.
Yeah.
Oh, cheeky missile here from my opponent. It's going to cause me problems. It's got half my chaff in a single blow. Ouch. I think I'm going to go HE Stormcaller here to get massive value. And then if he goes anti-missile on his Mustangs, we still just win by going range in our arc lights as well.
I did
I'm going to struggle this round, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm struggling too. Depends on if we get Orange Man here or not.
I don't think you do.
I don't think I do. I'm too distracted.
Yeah. Ah, nice try though. My opponent's got his Farseer on the board as well, which is a little bit frustrating. I think Farseers are still quite strong.
Oh goodness, I didn't realize that. So if I go Wasp carry and it works out, that Farseer probably gets to solo my whole side.
I won't let it live. I'll do my best to kill it every time, I promise.
Appreciate that.
Probably going to go Sabretooth carry here, I think. Is my expectation.
Is that something
I
that
want
you
to show my
feel...
hand too early. Yeah, I like Sabretooth. They're just so good value-wise. They can trade blows with big giants, with range and double shot, fairly efficiently, because they're both cheap techs.
Yeah,
it's only a 600 cost investment.
I know with Fortress, when I'm looking at going carry forts and somebody's already got Sabretooth, I'm just like, I know, I'm out. Like, I can't.
Yeah, it's tough. Unless you can go over the top of them with Barrier and level 2, it's very hard. Taking advanced targeting here because I'm in a standard versus standard. I'm not sure if it's the right pick though. It's a big cost investment.
I'm taking a significant risk by clicking it as well. I'm looking at I'm trying to further my Wasp investment. As we know, Wasp's range is one of their major downsides, and so...
But your Wasps have got 80 meter range now, that is nice.
Yeah, so now suddenly, and I haven't even clicked range enhance, suddenly these are able to take on the inevitable Mustang.
I like it.
So hopefully we'll see what happens here.
It's a good call on your part, dude. I'll be honest, I don't play a lot of improved Wasp myself, so I'm watching and learning.
We'll see if this works out. Your opponent picked up even more Mustangs, it looks like. Yeah, mine's not respecting the Wasps yet.
He's gone range in his Mustang, so he's trying Mustang carry. See if I can bait him into going anti-missile on them as well. And then I can just outscale him with straight Mustangs with the range myself. I was expecting more Scorpions, I'll be honest, but he's not committed.
Yeah, same here. There's only the one Scorpion. I might sell my Steel Ball and swap it out for another Saber, because Saber's still doing quite well.
Lose the protection of the Wasp, though, is the risk. But I guess the Steel Balls are getting popped by the Scorpion.
Yeah, the Steel Ball is just dying in one shot. They're feeding it.
Yeah.
Oh, he has
range Mustang.
Heavy armor on that Scorpion. That is a nightmare.
Yeah, it's a lot of HP, isn't it? Almost 70,000.
And that's
why
why
I'll be able to get it.
Yeah, I couldn't get through it to get to the Orange Man, which is now level 4.
So it's a timing question here on the Stormcallers. No, I'm not going to get this. Sorry.
Do you get a shot on the Scorpion?
I do. There's only one. And then I'll lose the snipers. No! Painful.
That's alright. It's still
Clean up crew. It's not
minimal
my
health
job.
loss. Minimal health loss. And I got a level on a wasp. That's important.
Oof. It's good versus Mustang carry. Either Rhino or Sledgehammers with armor, I think, for me. For you? Do you go Phoenix behind the Wasps?
I thought about it, but I actually went with the Melter.
Oh, I see, I see.
I don't know if
Good
it's a
answer
good
to the-
idea.
Good answer to the Scorpion if you can get onto it, if you're relying on the Wasps of Chaff Clear then.
Yeah, well, I've got Arclight here too. I'm thinking about getting range on both, on the Arclight and the Wasp.
Okay.
And, well, I can't get all 3 range. I need range in the Melter too.
Yeah.
So probably wait on the Arclight for the moment, but that'll be the plan, is have the Chaff Clear going, and then I can actually take that thing out.
I've gone with the Rhinos just because it's cheap armor and you're never sad to have more chaff. And they're not chaff per se, but they are frontline units with so much HP, they can give the Mustangs pause for thought. I think I will match my opponent with a range Mustangs as well. I'm happy to handshake a Mustang match off. I quite enjoy playing Mustangs. Do a cheeky missile her.
Okay, that's good. I don't think my opponent really is incentivized for the Melter either, so I'm not sure what he's picking up. But if he doesn't get it and I have one, like that's a nice spin on this.
I think versus your board, I'm probably looking at the Rhinos or the tanks. He went with a sell. He sold a melting.
Sold it. Okay. Oh,
Okay.
and no, there is a Rhino on my flank. So was there multiple Rhinos in the pack? Was it 2 Rhinos?
It was 2 Rhinos, yeah.
So he sold
Level 2
one,
Rhinos.
deployed the other on the flank.
Fair enough. Okay. I thought he'd sold a melting point, but clearly not. My opponent tried to flank me with tanks, but got Rhino to the face. Interesting mobile beacon here. He's pulling me to his other tower. Not sure why. I guess it's leveled. Level 3 Sabretooth does not care what level the tower is, it will kill it. How's your board looking?
Well, because of the Rhino getting to the tower, we suffered losses that we otherwise wouldn't have, but I'm actually clearing more than I have in the past.
Yeah. Go on, kill one of the snipers. No.
Yeah, the shield.
Ah. I think we can win this though this time, because he's got such a gap between his snipers and his stonecrawlers now.
Yes.
So I think you have done good work there, sir. Let's see that. Oh no.
Oh, that was a bad salvo
no.
in the tower.
I jinxed it, I jinxed it, I jinxed it! No! What is this? Ah. Okay, never mind. Getting ahead of ourselves there. It's only round 5.
Hope you learned your lesson there.
Yeah. Chicken before the egg. Oh. Incendiary bomb is so much value for me here. There's no way he doesn't shield though. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an incendiary bomb and a flank at the same time. 'Cause I think he'll put the shields at the front rather than the Mustangs. So this way I'm going to pin the Mustangs in place as the fire lands and then they just burn to a cinder.
I like it.
Slightly greedy. I will go for the snipers as well. No, I won't. No, I won't. Only the Mustangs matter. What's your answer to a flanking Rhino?
I've got an improved missile, so that's
Okay.
15.
It's half its health.
Half its health, and I've
Yep.
got my Wasp over there. With the slow, it should be fine. I actually think he's selling
Yeah.
it. I don't think it's sticking
Yeah,
around.
probably. Yeah.
But I figured a missile is a cheap enough deterrent, and we'll have the Wasp that we already want to have anyway.
You never sad to have a missile come in your flank, are you?
Exactly.
I think round 6 is when I start taking temporary range at the tower as well, just because from now onwards, every round matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, caught him. He's caught me though as well.
Yep, and I did not drop a shield for that fire, so fortunately I'm mostly in the air, so
Yeah. Wasps
not-
are not bothered by fire on the ground. I think I win this just by sheer weight of numbers now. Your board looks still in the balance, I'm afraid.
Yeah, the extra Mustangs, he went ahead and teched anti-air, and it shows.
Yeah. Ooh, I was having an interesting debate yesterday with one of my 2v2 partners. He was trying to convince me that armor on melting points was a good idea, and I was trying to convince him that it wasn't a good idea.
Was he trying to say, you know, that time when you get a level 9 melter, think of all the damage you block?
Yeah. That end of round when your melter is fighting just Fangs and Mustangs. But they've always got a sniper, they've always got Stormcallers. There's always something that can pierce the armor.
Well, and you wouldn't have gotten that close if you had something other than armor as your tech in the first
Yeah,
place.
like,
It would have
you're always
been...
going to take range on a melting point, and then you probably want absorption if you want extra HP.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you really taking 3 techs on melting points? Not really, unless you get to the late game.
And then your third tech is usually the EMP or something, right? So now...
Yeah.
Are you really going to do 4 techs? Hey,
There we
look
go.
at that.
It's a draw.
And we both got
Even
hit with
Stevens.
fire. Now that won't be this turn, so I'm feeling a little bit better.
Yeah, I think we're getting there. My saber teeth are starting to scale. So he didn't sell the Rhino in the end. That's interesting.
No, he did not.
Would me dropping oil help you at all? Is there any way I can drop oil that would cause him mischief?
Maybe in that back line with the Mustangs, but honestly, I don't know if I'm too worried about it yet. I'm picking up storms.
I'm just thinking of options here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Again, I'm going to take temporary range at the tower because I think I'm taking it for the rest of the game from here on out. And I'm going to keep scaling. I'm going to go for an extra set of Stormcallers here because he's not really answered them. And if I can bait him into going to anti-missile on his Mustangs, it's game over and we win. So, there we go. I'm going to do a missile on the flank between us just so it'll cover both sides.
The Rhino drop I actually just overlooked a bit here.
I've got a missile down as a helpful counter. My back right is a little bit open, but as Sabertooth, I'm not too worried. Let's see what he's gone for.
Okay, there was a crawler for you to hit with that. Is helpful.
One crawler left standing. He's gone. Armored Rhinos do not hold up versus Scorpions. Scorpions with a range and double shot. That is a big investment. You look very comfy here, I've got to say. If you can get those Mustangs, you are sorted.
Yes, so this was finally a turn where I didn't have fire chewing up all my chaff.
So how do you normally like answering Mustangs? Do you go Vulcan or do you go range fire on your Stormcallers?
Usually it's Stormcallers, and it's not always an automatic click to fire because you lose the range on it nowadays. So
Yeah. You have to get both techs really to go for it. Wow, that is actually a tanky tower. The tower survived ages. Oh, it's your turn for the cleanup.
Alright.
Farseer being carried along by its Mustang escort.
Oh, the EMP. Make that go away.
Nice. Come on, get that sniper. The Scorpions are a bit spooky though, I'll be honest.
Oh, they healed. Ooh. The first one had the life drain, didn't it?
Yeah. Ouch. Okay. Right, I need to answer Scorpions. What I'm going to do is I've taken a big worm and I'm going to mobile beacon it to your board because I think you're in a stronger position now and I think they'll have a harder time answering this.
I love it.
Return the favor from last game.
I love it. I've also got... I went with Worm as well, the goal being if I can take out those Scorpions, then the Worm is unstoppable against his board.
It's a good call. So I think I'm going range and fire myself here on my Stormcallers. I was debating going splash, but I think the fire is more important for me here. And some more chaff, just to keep those Scorpions busy for days. I think we're good. I think we look pretty solid here. Anything I can sell? Oh, don't forget that. Yeah, you've got those crawlers covered. Nice. Surprised we're both so high in HP here. I would have thought one of us would have lost some HP by now.
Well, I would have lost us all of the HP, but you kept chipping away at the surviving units. So even though we lost
been a close
several
game.
rounds, you've been keeping us above water.
Done your fair share as well. You won that last round. Let's see if we can do even better this time.
Oh, the oil! Come on.
Spider-Mine Tarantula. Oh, he's giving me the keys to the kingdom here. I'm just going to go hacker.
They both did, or my side did Spider-Man Tarantula. Yours is. Oh, they both did. Yeah.
Yeah, they both did. I think they're on voice comms as well, talking over their plans. Who would expect such shenanigans in 2v2?
Exactly.
Yeah, I've just got the Scorpions to burn through now, because Firestorm Callers deal with Mustangs rather handily.
Well, even with my side getting the mines as well, the plan actually worked. The Scorpions are out of the picture. The worms, both of our worms are showing up, and you can't touch them. I put armor on mine.
Oh, you committed.
Yeah, yeah.
I rarely commit to melee units, though I did just buy armor on rhinos, so...
Well, armor's pretty cheap, and he had already committed
is.
to Mustangs, so I figured that was going to give me a big payoff.
Nice. Good round there.
Good round, but still a long ways to go.
I think this is last round here if you win this one. I think
Yeah.
we've got lethal in range.
Well, he's going to ignite this oil on fire, which I'm not excited about.
Just taking advanced power train, because I think speed is of the essence.
Agreed.
I'm going to go for a different approach this round. I'm going to send my worm backwards. No? Should I just do the same as last round? It's a bit predictable there.
But that might be the unpredictability of it.
Ah, it's so obvious they won't expect it. Go on then, I'll do the same again. Here we go.
Here, I'm going to add a crawler or something to the mix and give it some support, I think.
Nice. Catch the missile.
Yep.
I'm going to loan and take speed and range this time, because I think we are approaching endgame. He's probably going to match me with Stormcallers. Do I just do Hacker? My instinct is Hacker every day of the week. It's not great into Mustang carry, though. Yeah, I'm doing it. Sorry. I know Hackers aren't everyone's cup of tea.
I'm okay with it.
Well, you're my ally. Of course you're okay with it. Here we go. Going with Hackers. Cheeky missile. Let's pop these crawlers on his weak side. Boom. Right. Happy with this. Let's see what they're going for. Oh, we have a lifesteal melting point as the answer, but you've got ranged melting points. That should crush
Range
him.
melting points and chaff on the field here.
Nice.
See how it goes.
And I'm being super annoying by hacking his spider mines. Yeah, he's going to struggle this round. I think I get his tower super fast as well. Yeah.
He did get your worm, but your worm tanked for my units, so my units should be able to get through and get that tower.
Go on, get that tower.
My
Struggling a
my
little bit
worm
here.
doing the job of tanking all those Mustangs, getting through to the tower. Textbook worm wasp over there.
Right, he's got an anti-missile Mustang and carry Mustang, so I can punish this
Okay.
quite easily just by millions of Stormcallers or millions of Mustangs of my own. But I think this might be G. No, it won't quite be GG.
No, I don't
it's
think we have
close.
the 3,000.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a death ball going here. Those Scorpions are lagging behind. Oof. Worm did not stand a chance. Blasted to smithereens.
Yep, yep.
But the Stormcallers putting up a good showing.
Yep, but not actually winning the round, unfortunately.
That absorption module. Worth its weight in gold.
Apparently.
Big EMP. Yeah, big EMP here is so good. I'm doing the exact same play as last time.
I love it.
It's perhaps a little bit obvious. We'll see. But I've got a EMP this time to pop the shields. I might even take an oil at the tower, because why not? So I'm expecting them to use EMP on us, I'll be honest. So I'm going to put some shields down.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I should have taken Hacker shields, that would have been more cost efficient. Never mind. I'm
It's
going to
always
sell
tough to
Mr.
say.
Worm if that's okay, because I don't think he's going to do a lot this turn.
Fair enough.
I think it's time for shields on the fangs. Not great into double shot scorpion though. Man. Let's get some level 2 hackers going. Be as annoying as possible. That's lone, temp range, temp speed, 500 left over. Any super powerful techs? Yes, let's get AP on our Mustangs. Mobile beacon. Keep them forward and center. There we go. Strength is fire. He read me like a book, he had it covered.
Oh no.
How you keeping?
Well,
That's a lot of melters.
yeah, he threw the melters down with
Good
EMP.
EMP. Good EMP.
I am getting through my side.
I have the smallest patch of fire that's doing a bit of work for me, but I'm struggling. Hackers are not holding the fort versus massive scorpions. With an anti-hack module on one of them as well. That I
Oh,
hadn't
no.
even noticed. Disaster.
He's
Druski,
gonna-
save me.
He's threading the needle between the fire of all those Mustangs.
And the spider mine's infinite chaff as well.
Yeah, and 2v2, that's actually very powerful, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice. Oh, almost. Kept us in it though. Good work.
Yeah, it's round 10, and that was very minor health loss there.
Yeah. How do I fix this? I think I'm going to try a gamble here. I'm going to do 3 more sets of Stormcallers into anti-missile Mustangs, which sounds crazy.
Does, but I like it.
I think it might just work. We shall see. It's a 1 in a million shot. And I don't know why I did a forward missile there. That was stupid. Let's take the tower ups. Because I'm not getting levels, it's a bad sign. Let's get some shields down. In case of missile shenanigans.
Games like these that I miss having Elite on my WAS.
After last game where your opponent had elite and
Mhm.
never used it.
Never used it.
I've got some forward fire down now at long last. There we go. Not as much as I'd like though, jeez. The anti-missile Mustang's doing better than I expected, I will admit.
Got that tower though.
Yeah, that's huge. Doesn't change the anti-missile effect though, which is frustrating. But it does let my hacker get onto the big health regen scorpion. And that should be GG.
Oh,
We shall
hopefully,
see.
I am not winning my side, it looks like.
Oh no.
We're getting my tower.
Scaling melting points. Uh-oh. I will
Yeah, he
admit I
tr-
took
he
your side for
triple-teched
granted. Yeah. Go on. I have a small force coming in from behind.
Yeah, the tower debuff is huge. Artillery's still alive and helping.
There we go. Is that... No, it won't be. It's close though.
Yep, got him in the danger zone.
One more round to go. Here we go. So how'd you beat Triple Tech's melting points?
I'll probably just triple tech it myself. I've got my own.
Okay.
But I was looking
Here's
at
a
the
bigger.
possibility of flanking your opponent's tower. It's level 4.
Yeah, don't go for my opponent's tower. There's no point. He's going to level it to level 5 this round and it'll do 0. My approach here is going to be shields on the hackers, I think. And more hackers on mass, and then maybe smoke. Because I don't think he can save his front row. I'm going to smoke your side as well, because I think if I can clip one of those melting points, it's probably more of an impact, and I think my opponent is guaranteed to shield. Don't forget shields for your own melting points.
Yeah, I'm counting out. I'm going to use, I've got the improved missile device, so they're doing 200% damage. We're going to use it to try to take out shields.
You're going to pop.
We're going to pop along with our EMP barrage.
The big plays, I like it.
So that is the plan. We'll see how it plays out.
$500 left over. That is Mustangs up. Temp range at the tower. Don't forget temp range and temp speed.
Oh, thank you.
So important for
Thank you.
giants. Gonna sell these guys. Use that to buy damage up at the tower and put a cheeky missile on these flanking crawlers. There we go. Last second action. Didn't smoke. What?
They
guaranteed smoke.
They smoked
you.
me and oil, and we actually had one shield stay alive, so that's something.
But your missiles did so much work there.
Yeah, we got through onto the left side. Like, that was a big deal. But the right side, I don't know.
Come on, hackers. Can we get the big scorpion? That is the key. Yes, we can.
I'm good over there.
Yeah.
I do
Just one shot
believe.
from full heals himself.
I believe I get this
Great
side as well.
dude. Yeah. Oh, it's that melting point summoning steel balls to the end of time is terrifying.
It is, and the EMP just ran out.
Yeah. It doesn't turn off item summoning.
No,
Come
but
on.
he was gonna heal back up, but we got him.
Get it. Yes. Epic. Good work. So yeah, advanced missile, more powerful than I expected, I'll be honest.
Yeah, so that is one of my hidden favorite things is advanced missile device and use it to pop shields. 3 missiles.
I tend to use melting points themselves with EMP for that. But I guess they can get distracted by crawlers on the front row.
Yes, which he did, and I don't actually know if he just missed that. I'd have to look at the replay, but because he did put a crawler up there, and that would have distracted everything.
Yeah. So no, I really like that play. That was nice. Yeah. So your board looks really strong.
It could have gone either way. You saw I lost the round before.
Yeah. He had so many melting points. He was like 100% team melting points. Surprised he didn't go crawler summoning as a 4th deck as well. When he's got 7 melting points. Ooh, that's how many crawlers? 7 times 8, 56 crawlers every 28 seconds. 36 seconds. Oh, they've nerfed it so many times, I forget.
Yeah.
I guess not great into wasp carry as well. The crawlers just melt.
Well, yes, but at the same time, it's tough to say. He's already got the leveled Mustangs with range anti-air. The crawlers would probably keep my wasp out of his range though, because I've got good range and keep us back. So it might be kind of a wash, but at the same time, if he's got me distracted, those things are chewing up those wasps.
Yeah, I noticed your wasps, even though they were improved with extra range and the advanced targeting, still struggled versus the Mustangs, which is just so depressing, isn't it, when the Mustangs just get a feast.
I think Elite would have tipped the balance, getting the extra range that I missed out on. But I don't run that now, so I switched to shields and all that.
Yeah. My opponent was really simple. His plan was level my weak side and just play super strong side. And I thought I had him. I thought I had him banged to rights with fire stormcallers. But the anti-missile attack on the Mustangs, when there's this many Mustangs, was really hard to get the fire down. I'm not sure. I do lack launch overload on my stormcallers. I've taken it off to put HE back on. because HP is just so cheap and so much impact.
I did the same. I don't know if it's good, but that's what I've done.
Yeah, it just feels right for the early in the mid game, and also I don't feel bad selling the Stormcallers after buying HE because it's only 150. It's not the end of the world, so I'm not sure. But that was a good game. Well played, sir.
It was a good game. I'm looking at your side, and because he has, look at that, level 6 Mustang. There's so much of his damage, potential damage anyway, is those Mustangs.
Yeah.
And you were tying up a lot of it with your artillery, because their damage is actually fairly low for this being the final round. So you were successfully tying up those Mustangs from
Keeping
doing
them distracted
damage.
for days.
My
That's
thinking
why
then,
Launcher Overload would have been the key, I think. If I'd had Launcher Overload, I would have smashed that, I think.
in lieu of that, since you don't have Launcher Overload, I think more chaff. I think that just spamming him with crawlers, perhaps. Because obviously that's going to be the counter to the Scorpion as well, and the Mustang aren't doing their job.
I was thinking loose formation, maybe. I had invested in shields on Fangs, so I was buying Fangs as my chaff of choice. You know, 1 unit Fangs around for the rest of the game, from like round 6 onwards. I'm not sure. He had gone double shot already on the Scorpion, so I'm not sure if Fang Shield was the right play. I think I should have gone loose formation crawlers at that point, and then gone more crawlers for the rest of the game.
Maybe. But then again, with the loose formation, the minus 30% health, I have literally never clicked it since that debuff. And I don't know.
I still use it.
I don't know. You still use it, so I don't know how good it is. Okay.
I use it versus Arclight carry and versus tanks. If someone is relying on tanks or Arclights as their chaff clear, I will use loose formation crawler as if it didn't have the negative minus 30% health.
Yeah.
Because as long as you stop that splash from getting that value, you get so much more from your crawlers. They live for so much longer.
That's very true.
You can always go underground blitz as well as your second tack. Though I must admit, I don't like putting 2 techs on chaff units. It just feels like a waste.
The only time I've considered is a Fang where, you know, you've already got the shield. There's been once or twice where I'm up against giants, and it makes sense to click ignite so that the Fangs are chipping away. Or range.
We did get to round 12 here.
Yeah, that was
so
a
it's a crazy game. But I'm surprised we were so healthy there. Normally when you get to round 12, everyone's on 100 health max. So that was crazy.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Are you down for more?
Yeah, for sure, dude.
All right.
I am free until 9 o'clock my time, which is 2 hours.
Okay.
So I am good till 9.
Well, then, I'm going to take advantage of this and continue to get my...
Don't feel like you have to, but I'm happy to pump your MMR.
My MMR up.
Underrated. I think you're still underrated, dude. So I will ride you... Sorry, I will ride the wave carrying you up. You know, tide raises all boats. What's the phrase? High tide raises all boats equally?
I believe it's something like that, yes. I think there was a request for a dad joke about 15 minutes ago while we were in the middle. I apologize.
We missed the dad joke. We missed the dad joke.
So we need to catch up. This is This is we're obligated here. We're in the red. This is actually seasonally appropriate. So the question is, what did the pumpkin say when it was surprised?
I don't know. What did the pumpkin say when it was surprised? Sorry, I was typing to chat.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Ah. But I like it. Is a pumpkin a gourd?
Yes, yes, it is a gourd.
Okay. I thought gourds were a particular type of vegetable. I didn't know they were a family.
Clint for the rematch.
Oh, and he's got a stronger teammate this time in 26.
See you on the other side, Clint.
I'm going to trust Clint. I'm going to tell you all my plans. And my plans are 100% aerial specialist. Because I have Stormcallers to start with, and I think they are the starting unit to go for at the moment in 2v2.
This would be the packs here for aggro, and I'm so averse to it.
Really? I guess I haven't seen you play aggro forever.
I tried last game, I just didn't really do it.
Yeah, I'll be honest, it didn't look like aggro. It looked like forward standard, I'll be honest.
Well, round
The
two,
melting points being the carry. Yeah.
round two, Scorpion put a quick end to all of that. Like him getting round two Scorpion just meant that was not going to happen at all.
Scorpions are a bit of a beast versus steel balls. Sam against Clint once more, and he's gone supply specialist this time. He's got Stormcalls to match me. He's been listening. He knows what I like. Ooh, tricky. And you're going for the headbutt with the tanks. I like it. I think the key with aggro is not being too beholden to one unit and being happy to sell out when it gets countered.
Right. Now, this is a compact map, so we have to
Yeah, think
keep that in
about
mind.
the space that we're given. I think on the line I really like fortresses. Fortress with launcher overload is so good when you get that headbutt going.
I don't have the tech running at the moment.
You don't run launcher overload. Oh,
No,
tricky.
because I usually play standard, and so it's just about getting that range. And
Yeah. I took off anti-air barrage on my fortress, I'll be honest.
really,
I was not getting much value from it. Because it isn't reliable versus Phoenix anymore since it was dropped to 170 meter range. Phoenixes can outrange it so easily. And then Phoenixes get EMP as well, and it's just game over. Your fortress never gets to use anti-air. So I took it off. I put launcher overload and range on as my carry techs, and then I run armor and barrier as my two fortress beefy boy front row techs.
armor on him. Okay.
Yeah, I like armor and fortress. It's my pocket pick. I'm not sure if it's actually good, but it
Well, it's
fits the role so well.
on the giant. It's a 50% boost, right? Not a 35.
Yeah, it's a huge amount of HP, and fortress having the biggest HP pool apart from war factories is so much value. Oh, sorry, worms as well now. I forget they've been superseded by the underground brethren. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough one here.
Yeah, this was not a good start for me.
It's all good. It's all good. So what's his positioning of trenches? I didn't see at the start of the round. I'm guessing right in the headbutt.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Hopefully Belak is kind and gives us some scorpions. Or even Saberteeth. We're good versus trenches on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Go on, kill it. No. Okay. Belak? Nope. Oh, I know what Clint wants to play. I know Clint wants to play Assault Fortress.
That is that. I mean, on the line over here, that is not bad. I just don't have a launcher overload to go with it.
That's alright. Just thinking for myself here. Do I throw an extended range war factory? It kind of pushes Clint towards melting point if I take it though. And it's so telegraphed. I'm going to skip here. I don't like photon coating unless I'm in a headbutt.
I am looking at the photon. I'm also still looking at the assault fort, but I don't like the telegraph of it because I can't buy them yet. Of course, my opponent has Sabertooth specs, so that is no longer in the cards for us as it's deployed.
Yep, that's rough. Whew. I think I'd be tempted by the photon coating in your position here. The question is what to put it on. I'm not sure you're keeping the tanks long term, but your left side tanks did get 12,000 damage off this turn. I'm expecting him to put the Sabertooth behind the Tarantula on that side, which is a little bit spooky. But you could put more chaff down, you could do an aerial pivot and start flanking him. His back left is wide open. So it's up to you really what you fancy.
Okay.
We're open to flank plays here as well.
Out of time.
Sorry, I'm
though.
yapping away. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not bad yapping. I need to figure out how I want to adapt. I don't actually know. Oh, okay. That's gonna just stay in the middle there. I'm floating 100.
Insurance tanks.
Yes, exactly.
In case there's a rhino drop, which they wouldn't kill. Ah, well, you know what I mean. The intention.
Well,
Sorry, I talked too much there.
He did
go
do
with the wasp flank.
the wasp
Yeah.
flank, and yep, it's unfortunate.
Makes sense. It pushes you into. Though I think your crawls get a tower. Oh, not quite at the same time. Close. Pushes you into Mustang, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think Mustangs are not bad into Tarantulas, though he does run armor on his Tarantulas. That might be risky.
Right. I think he's had enough times where Tarantula or the Mustangs are countering the mines, so he's picked up armor. I think he's seen the matchup before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not against getting hackers as well. I do need to have the anti-air now.
Yeah,
So
anti-air's the key here. Could just go range fang, but I'm not sure range fang is great into tarantula because he just takes range on the tarantula as well. Tex is running on those wasps. Classic. Okay. Lacking ground has shield. Okay.
But in the compact map, the jump drive really is not all that significant.
Speaking of the compact map, I'm going to take Incendiary Bomb and try and clear out this mid.
Okay.
It's very hard to shield the mid line on 2v2. If I position it right, I can catch those Stormclaws for free as well.
Got something of an idea brewing up here.
Ooh, Druski's on the brewski. Sorry, I know you don't drink.
No,
merely alliteration, which I enjoy.
It was a clever rhyme in a short amount of time.
You're a poet and I didn't even know it. Right, here we go. I'm going to put a shield down just in case the firebomb us. I think right here will be where I go for him. You're praying for redeploy or a deployment module.
For the tanks there? No. That's clearly planned.
Okay.
We're keeping
second
them.
row of tanks. You're planning carry tank. You're like 4 moves ahead. Okay. I know Rooster raves about range on tanks as first tech on tanks. I still like mechanical rage. I like shooting twice as fast.
I find that really surprising that he enjoys the range, because he's usually aggro.
I know. Go on, crawlers. Yes, you've got that tower. Oh, but he's got yours again. What? Oh, he's leveled the tower.
He leveled his tower. He leveled his wasp, and he dropped a shield to distract my Mustangs. He is anticipating my every move.
He's 2 moves ahead. We have to knuckle down and win this one proper. Crawlers fighting valiantly to take the tower. Go on. Yes, there you go. There's your experience bounty.
Does it get more experience because it's a level tower?
No, it doesn't. It still gets the flat 200, I'm afraid. I think it should. I think the tower should give an extra 50 XP per level, personally. Just because you've worked so much harder killing it should be reflected. You know? But I'll be honest, I think Bellet's got enough on his plate that he doesn't need random suggestions from a tiny YouTuber like me, so I'm not going to swamp him. No, Bellet's an absolute legend. I must admit, I've sent him like 12 different bugs that I've come across quietly on the side, and I do post on the Discord first. But I just sent him a little link to it, and he's fixed them within 24 hours every time.
Yeah.
So I have no complaints, you know? The guy works like an absolute trooper. I'm a big fan of Farseer, but that Scorpion is tempting, I've got to say. It's a big Scorpion. If I had an item to drop on it, you know, like a regen module or a heavy armor, I'd be very tempted. I see you've plumbed straight for the steel balls.
Well, I picked up range steel ball on the last one.
Yeah, so you are well set for that.
I just need to have some sort of answer to the flank.
Yeah. Honestly, kind of crazy idea. Maybe replicate crawlers and just headbutt the crawlers that are already there. Because you'll get level 2, even if he levels them, you'll get level 2, which with the supporting Mustangs. And then when the wasps are distracted shooting at the crawlers, the Mustangs will shoot up and not be distracted by the shield, because the wasps aren't saved by
Yeah,
the
the shield's what's getting me there.
Yeah, it's only the crawlers that are protected by the shield. So as long as you can kill the crawlers, the shield is meaningless. So something inside the shield, maybe?
Yeah.
You could put a set of tanks right there. Or
yeah, I could do the crawler, drop a tank too, because we have them.
yeah. 15 seconds, sorry. big plays in the midline. Yes,
Yep,
taking the
he
jump drive.
redeployed.
Makes sense. Got some fangs waiting though the fire badges look a bit spooky. Fire badges with range. Ooh, he's not messing around. But your steel balls are doing work, I like it. It's just that midline tower, unfortunately.
Yep.
And on compact, I'm afraid, midline tower is both midline towers. If you get one, you get the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tricky. Go on, steel balls.
But with compact as
Clear
well,
the day.
you know, there's fewer angles that we have to cover. He won't be able to do that again.
It's a magic trick that only works once.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I got your shield right at the end.
At the end, yep.
That's a shame. Oh, and the Mustangs haven't quite leveled either. That's frustrating. Right, we're in trouble here. We're on the back foot. 1,000
Yes,
HP
we
left
are.
on round 5. This is tough. Right, I need to start pulling my weight. So I made the right pick with the Scorpions last turn, but I didn't take a range on them because I didn't want to commit. And unfortunately, I got caught out. So I'm going to try and fix that now. I'm going to start loaning and taking temporary range again. I feel like if I leave it too much later, we're going to be in trouble. Scorpion, shall I level up? I'll level up the midline Scorpion. I'm a little bit open to a flank as well with those wasps. I'll move those fangs across. Ooh, you have found your way to Fortress.
Yeah, my
Can I make a
goal was...
suggestion?
Sure.
Sorry. Yeah, that's no. You go. You go.
Well, I was going to say my goal was to try to get forts with steel balls behind them for this headbutt situation, but that was a long time ago now.
My suggestion was going to be a bad one, actually, so ignore this. But I was going to suggest selling the sledgehammers with the item and moving the item across the fortress. But I think those sledgehammers are kind of a linchpin piece, and if you sold those, you'd be in a lot of trouble.
I like the idea. I actually was looking to pick up that item and drop it on, perhaps, since I just picked up Quick Teleport, a fort on the flank.
Ooh, sneaky. I like it. Flank is giving us mischief. Let's see if your flank can give him some mischief. Some spider mines on the tarantulas as well.
Yeah, that's never a
call them
good,
hackabait.
never a good round when they click that.
It's always a bit scary, but your steel balls are doing work.
Center is still in trouble with those leveled wasps. I think they're getting through.
Flint spotted my weakness and gone air. My anti-air is lacking. I was relying on fangs for that, and unfortunately fangs don't hold up versus fire badges. So I am not pulling my weight here in the slightest, I'm afraid. 1100.
We get that shield down. Nope. Not quite. Not quite.
Ooh,
What is that game?
GG. Yeah,
No.
sorry, it's my fault. My fault entirely. Didn't cover the anti-air.
Well, it was... it was actually my side's air that got through and got your tower. The wasp
Could have
got
had
through.
more anti-air. I knew I was open to it, so I put some backline fangs down, but unfortunately backline fangs are less than stellar versus fire badges, and I should have been well aware of that.
Yeah, I put a Mustang over there as well. They actually chewed through my front fangs, then my Mustang, and then your fang. And they just still had half their wasps alive after all that.
Ouch. Yeah, so this was the aerial battle. It just shows the power of jump drive wasps, I think.
I agree. Still, I feel like even though we didn't win a single round, I feel like it was close.
Yeah. It's closer than the HP bar suggests, but they definitely deserve the win there. They definitely earned that.
Yeah, they were absolutely working my every weakness there.
I can tell you're not comfortable on the forward positioning.
Not at all. Not at all.
Play however you want to do. Don't feel like you have to play standard. Don't feel like you have to play not aggressive. I'm happy with you experimenting and learning. It's only 2v2s. Oh, a rematch. Here we go.
Well, that's a different partner again for Clint.
Yeah, Clint is going through the partners today. Wow. Is he going to be farmers from MMR? Not if I can beat him.
All right, I pick up that Farseer specialist. Yes, the tiebreaker with Clint.
Yeah, need to make sure I win this one. Lots of choices here. We are back on compact once again. I know there are quite a lot of 2v2 players who play only compact. I've had days where I've literally played 7 games of compact in a row.
For a while, that was me as well. I only wanted to play compact because I do feel like it is the most cooperative of all of the, and you're generally playing with a friend. Yeah. But nowadays, I'm looking at it as, you know, I do want to have the options that the extra flanks bring. Like we were able to utilize in our first couple of games already today by flanking from one side to the other.
Those flanks made and broke our games.
Mm-hmm.
They also made and broke our defeat, unfortunately, as well. So it does show the power of it. Yeah, happy with this. Once again, facing off against Stonecrawlers round 1.
Yep.
Yeah, very popular starting units at the moment, and quite rightly so.
Mamero, is Clint solo queuing into us? Well, unless he has just friends lined up and swapping between them very quickly, I think he is solo queuing.
He's a brave soul.
He is.
Interesting. Your opponent's putting his Mustangs behind the towers. They split up like the Fangs would do.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how I feel about it yet. Well, I guess we'll see.
I'm not a fan of putting them directly behind crawlers, because I think if you're going to go fire Stormcrawler, the crawlers will be what baits the fire, and then the Mustang will walk into the fire.
Right.
I guess you can go anti-missile Mustang. But your opponent is not running anti-missile on his Mustangs. Interesting.
I actually took it off of mine as well.
Yeah, it can be a bit of a trap.
He also doesn't have anti-air on his marksman.
Ooh.
Might be able to exploit
that. Set up
that.
as full carry marksman. Yeah, with the quick reload. Interesting. Normally people who don't run anti-air run assault marksman.
Yes. So this is almost like a free-for-all build that got carried into 2v2.
It's a multiplayer build. I do like the new techs for game modes that they've given us. I will admit, I tend to run just the exact same techs for everything.
I think that Amarok and I are the direct reason why we got that, because the two of us requested it at the very beginning of the curator program, and they said that's a great idea. We'll get on it.
Nice. Good call, sir.
So that's pretty cool. That was pretty cool. You already mentioned how they tend to do very well responding to player feedback, and so again,
very agile developer, if you know what I mean.
Absolutely. Oh, good evening to you as well. Glad to have you guys. The round 2 Wasps. But he's already got Mustang. I think I might go Wraith, because he doesn't have the anti-air, like on the tech, on the marksman. I will try it.
I think I need the chaff cliff. I think I'm going tanks here.
Bruno says shields up. Probably not wrong.
It was a round drop? Unit drop?
He's always right.
Okay. I was like, oh, have I missed something? Whether a missile given to us? No, it was unit card's turn.
That's what I always have it there for, is just because I always forget, like, when the abilities are there.
I do sometimes get tunnel vision. I'll see a nice item and forget every other card and just take the nice item.
Absolutely. Anytime laser sight shows up, that's me.
Yeah. I just gotta hold back and just think about all the options and look at it from your opponent's perspective, not just your own.
Yeah, and I generally just don't take the time needed. I know I want to, but half the time I'm talking with chat anyway, so there's no time to really consider the opponent's perspective. There was another dad joke request.
Wait a second, you're mid-advert right now. Sorry.
Appreciate that. We don't want to miss. We don't want anyone to miss out on this.
I'm holding my final deployment off as well, just so the advert finishes. Here we go. There we are, we're back.
Some sort of delay worked in. I still see 10 seconds left on it.
Oh, okay, sorry. I'm in the future.
You are.
Hi, guys. The winning lottery tickets are... No. That's how you end up on the FBI watch list.
I heard that there was apparently somebody who just recently got arrested because they were... The last thing on their search history was, how do you know when the FBI is watching
Oh,
you?
no. That's telling on yourself. You don't search that kind of thing. You don't use Mr. Incognito mode for it either.
All right,
I will
so
not explain how to do that.
The dad joke is, and this is, this is just fun fact here. I once worked as an ice delivery driver. It was
We're an ice trucker.
Yeah, it was the coolest job I ever had.
Oh, a very cool job. I love that TV show. Yeah. Not sure you could pay me to do it though. Too much time away from the family.
Yeah, I don't actually work as one, or never have. However, in the Midwest, there is, it is very, very common to have people in the trucking industry, and it is very tough.
Job.
It is very tough. I have a lot of respect for them.
Two of my subscribers are truckers who send me photos from their cabs.
That's awesome.
Playing in the evening.
Yeah, usually they have the computers in there. Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like, wow. Imagine like 20 years ago that wouldn't even be a thing, but now they can bring their laptop with them and use their mobile phone for signal. It's incredible what technology can do these days. Now I am losing because of Stormcrawler, so I'm just going to buy Stormcrawlers of my own because I am done with being on the back foot versus Stormcrawlers.
I like that plan. I'm going to pick up some too.
Let's get some more chaff. I think we're good. I think Clint might be setting up for a carry-out game here. Not sure, we'll see. He's still open.
Ooh,
Yep,
he's leveled him.
Yeah, he's two more and he's taking range on them. He's setting up for carry-out light. Okay. Your opponent's going to carry-out light as well. Wow, charge shot.
Yeah, my opponent actually is doing it. Clint could still pivot away and just have him support and be chaff clear, but this is not what I expected.
Liking your Farseer here. I think it'll get a lot of work done.
And the artillery.
Yeah. So the last two major patches, not just today's patch, but last week's and the 2 weeks before that, they nerfed Stormcrawlers. And I'll be honest, I've not even noticed the nerf.
I don't think I did either.
Like, I know they've lost like 12% overall damage, but at the same time, I still see them every game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think they're such an integral part of the game in terms of foundational play. Just long-range chaff clear that's also solid versus giants. You just can't play without them.
It is, yeah, it answers so many problems.
Yeah, and it can deal with snipers from afar, so you don't have to worry about sniper carrier quite so much.
Ooh, do I get to keep this shield? No, it went down.
No, unlucky. Alright, I need to focus on beating Clint here.
Oh, get that tower. Nice.
Go on. Can you kill some of those arc lights? Yes, saves us 100 HP a pop.
Got another.
Nice. Good work.
There it is. I'm just
Laser sight offered.
I had to click
There
it.
is also advanced missile device, assault fang, and mass-produced wraith, and I am clicking laser sight, having said what everything else is. Chat, you've got to remind us. All right, here we go. Now what gets the laser sight? What earns it?
I threw it on my wraith. Your side, goodness, it's tough. It almost always goes on a Mustang for me, but they're only level 1 at the moment.
I don't want to rely on Mustangs versus carry arc lights. I'm going to put it on the sniper, I think. Whichever sniper did the most damage, this fella. I think the snipers need range. I'm answering Carry Arclight with Carry Sniper, and we shall see who is the stronger. It depends on the chaff, really, but we'll find out. What are your steel balls doing?
They're just not doing much, but I need something to tank.
Yeah. They're a chaff delivery device. I get it, I get it. Ooh, cheeky missile.
He doesn't have much chaff himself, so if I can get rid of that, we'll have the Stormcallers on target sooner.
Yeah, fair. I guess.
Wow, and he
It's only
teched into the Arclight. Like the anti-air in the Arclight, and I have the one Wraith.
Well, that Wraith is going to get sold.
It is. I'm sad I just put the range on it, but still, I think he spent, what, 700 on that range tech? On the air tech?
And it's making his elite, which he desperately wants as Carry Arclight, cost 900.
Absolutely.
I think you've made out like a bandit here.
Yeah, and it's just, I still have my air. He's not even able to shoot it yet. I'm going to keep it around. He never shot it once.
Just never get a tech on it and just keep leveling it, leveling it,
Yep.
leveling it, and just taunting him with it. It's such good chaff clip.
I'm gonna get. I might get more air now because he got his air.
Always looks wrong when a sniper shoots an arc light, it doesn't explode.
Mm-hmm.
Tower debuffs, so punishing. Nice, you crushed that dude. Well played. Good call on the missile. I was not expecting it to be that impactful.
Well, that and he spent 700 of his turn buying an anti-air thing, which never got used once.
On round 4 when he had 800.
Yes.
Yeah. Second laser sight, but hang on. Incendiary bomb, Rhino assault, and Mustang production as well. But I'm taking laser sight.
I could put it on another Wraith. Just keep him.
Oh, you are. No.
Oh,
On the
it's
Farseer,
happening.
Surely.
It's happening.
Surely on the Farseer. No.
No.
No. You've actually teched the Wraith as well. Wow.
I teched it last
Wow.
turn. That's why he never hit him.
Oh.
That's why it worked
Okay.
out so well.
Wow. Okay. You are brave, sir.
I'm doing it.
I'm expecting
This
some anti-missile
is
tech.
meme level now. It's like we have to do this now.
You might need an escort of some steel balls as well, though.
Yeah, more steel balls to do
Whoa.
0 damage.
I need more chaff clear. I'm gonna go range on my tanks. Get some slow-moving fangs to distract in case he goes for a missile play as well. Right, I'm considering selling my Mustangs now because I've got enough anti-air with this many snipers. But I'm just a little bit
I
hesitant.
think I've ever sold Mustangs.
Really?
Yeah,
They're
they're
200
just...
cost unit, and if they're doing nothing, like into a carry arc light, I sell them at a drop of a hat every day of the week.
Well, I'm looking at his board. There's so much chaff there.
Yeah.
You know, they're clearing something for those marksmen to shoot the targets they need. Like, you don't have a lot of chaff
Sure.
clear.
I was saying 2 seconds ago that I needed more chaff clear. I am debating selling chaff clear. Maybe I should go Wraith.
Everybody's doing it.
I hear it's the in thing. But I do know that Clint does not run anti-air in his arc light, so I don't think he'll be making the exact same mistake.
Yeah, so my opponent now has picked up... Did he have marksman before? I don't recall. I think we picked up the Wraith because he had a marksman and they don't have anti-air. That's right.
Yes, that's right.
So Wraith is still doing the job just fine.
Nice. Nice, that middle tower is so important. Go on, get it. Oh, final sniper. Just bit the dust as the tower exploded.
You were just being kind and sharing the XP.
I'd rather not, though. Here's my opponent. But I guess you get the XP as well. Okay.
True,
Incendiary
true.
Bomb, Super Supply, Photon, Extended Range Phoenix.
The Incendiary Bomb is not nice because he just dropped oil on me last turn.
Yeah, I'm taking Super Supply here, but Incendiary Bomb is rough for you here.
Yeah, I think there's no getting around it. He's going to be burning the ground here.
Yeah, I think Mobile Beacon for you and try and pull away from it, maybe.
Maybe... I could Photon Coating and just try to...
Weather the storm.
weather the storm,
yeah.
but not much of this is actually going to... All the chaff's dying. The artillery might be the only thing to try to get out of there.
What you could do is try and do a Firebreak Shield. 'Cause predict where he's going to try and connect the fire. So I reckon he's going to put the fire on your right side of your board and try and make it touch, just marry up at the very edge. So if you put a shield on the right-hand side of that oil, you might be able to stop the fire from connecting.
Yeah.
You are at risk of him just taking fire on his Stormcallers, though, and negating all of that effort.
I think he does. I think he does the fire, but he might drop it on the front. I'm not sure. I do have the free shield. I can do the break shield, and then I think just as an added insurance, I'm going to grab my own sticky oil and connect it to his side.
Okay. I'm going to drop a shield on your side as well, because I'm feeling generous.
Oh, thank you.
You're doing a mutually assured destruction. I like it. What I'll do... Where should I put the shield? I'm going to put the shield here in your midline, just in case he does the oil across, Right. And I bought Stormcallers rather than tanks, because I misclicked. That is awkward. Tough. We are here, and this is now.
Oh, there's never too many Stormcallers, though.
Yeah, sure.
He didn't do the fire.
Too busy defending against your oil.
Now, how did he know I was going to have it, though? Oh, wait, no,
There
he
is
did.
fire.
He
There
just
is fire.
He did do it. And so he did block the counter oil. Interesting. I think he knew that there was the incendiary. He's just anticipating that deploy.
It looks kind of weird how the oil underneath the shield still ignites as well. But I guess once the shield goes, it would be exposed anyway. So millions of Stormcallers. Turns out it's pretty good versus Arclight Carry.
Yes, actually, that is a viable counter.
Who knew? Right. Happy little accidents.
Well, I just
There's a
barely got
famous
my
painting
side
on
here.
the Nice. Range on your Stormcallers.
Getting some value out of it. Kept our shields.
That was a big Arclights though. And Clint also went Super Supply, so he's matching me here. Sharkbait thinks we're going to win. Maybe he knows something I don't, because I am struggling. Here we go.
Out of this, I'm looking at just picking up a melter and having the EMP on it. Like, this EMP will shut down all these arc lights. Probably EMP on my artillery first.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gone straight with the Saberteeth because my opponent, Clint, has got some Stormcallers. And I want to put the kibosh on that straight away. I think I'm going to match you and go range Stormcallers with EMP. Because I've shown so many Stormcallers, I need to get max value from them. Yeah, I'm going to go anti on the Saberteeth as well. Big turn for me here, full commit.
Okay. Am I going to loan and get range, though? It's round 7, but the health is still high.
Yeah, I've not gone with range here, because I feel like there's still a bit more legs left in this game. I'm happy with just investing in a solid board and not overextending myself. He says the round after we bought 3 sets of Stormcallers. Ooh, we have a Field Maintenance Tarantula. Unlucky, I've got EMP Stormcallers waiting for them.
Very nice.
But they are pretty big. 70,000 health apiece. Those are mini fortresses. Or condensed fortresses, I should say. Blood is betting against us. That just fuels my anger. We've got to win now. We've got to win. Yeah. I'm getting swamped in chaff. And then suddenly the Stormcallers start landing, and it's all over. How's your side looking? Ooh.
It's hit and miss. I've got that center Wraith doing quite well.
Yeah, if you can kill those last 2 Arclights, you won't have much anti-air left. Your Wraith might eat very well. Go on, get that Arclight.
I've got heal
Yes!
anyway. I think we've that'll save the round.
Nice. Good work. That's going to be another level on your Wraith. Yeah, already. Wow.
Already. Wish you could keep going.
Store the next level so you can level up twice in one go.
I just love the fact that the Wraith are they're carrying my side, and he specifically was countering them.
Took anti. Oh, Javelin and EMP. Oh.
I think it's got to be Javelin. If my board, he's so compact there.
Yeah.
Got to do the Javelin.
I think I'm joining you on the Javelin. I might Javelin your board as well, just because I think there's so much value to be had. I think... Ooh, I'm tempted to go for between the anti-missile devices. Can I kill them with the Javelin? Is that risky? If I do that, does it clip it? No, top down.
So if we don't think we can reach the anti-missile, you could probably move that forward and take out some artillery.
Okay,
if we don't think it'll hit them.
Alright, let's do this.
Maybe I shift mine and go for the double arc lights.
One of them. I get one of the anti-missile devices and get a full suite of Stormcores and arc lights. That's not bad. Right, now... Their spells on us. Can we dodge them with mobile beacons or speed from the tower?
Yeah, I'm already trying to work on that. I'm going to do both. Speed.
Nice, nice. Good call, good call. I think I'm getting javelined here as well. That missile will be just as effective.
Oops, that was a misclick. I was going to do one artillery, not two.
I'm going to lone and take temp range now, because I think round 8 is when it's kind of almost too late not to. And I'm going to put a shield down and cover one of my sides. There we go.
Okay, he went for the EMP.
Ooh, he's got a Phoenix pivot on my side.
He is air specialist, I suppose it makes sense.
Those javelins, that was a thing of beauty.
It really was.
Synchronized impact. I think I'm going to go elite snipers here. Just that my snipers stay behind the Stormcores the whole round. I should buy them time to kill the Phoenix at the end of the round. Oh, you look comfy here. You're crushing that.
Well,
nice.
the javelins were amazing.
It does help, doesn't it?
Took out half his board.
2 tungsten rods from Orbital.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. And I think this is going to be a big hit.
I don't know if it's 46, but it's going to be
very
big.
Chunk, like 3,000 I'm expecting.
Oh my. All right.
4,200, not bad.
Well, now it's Lightning Storm.
It's got to be Storm.
It's got to be.
It's got to be shields as well, before even buying a single unit.
Do we storm both storms
wanna...
center? What do you think about that? Like what you did right there to get the air, and then I do here. Because I know he's going to protect what we just hit.
I'm expecting to mobile beacon across to the side, I'll be honest. Maybe even straight back. But I'm happy with the storm, because it'll kill a lot of the chaff no matter what. And with that little bit of overlap, I think we're going to pop the shield that comes down on those Stormcallers, so I think we're good there. Right, let's get our shields down and make sure shields are up. I'm going to lone and take temporary range and temporary speed. Gonna level up all my snipers. And I'm going to turn my Stormcallers into blue Stormcallers, just so they can kill stuff a bit quicker.
I like that.
But I'm not going to take them to orange, because I think orange Stormcallers is a bit too much of an investment.
Agreed.
Ooh. And then I've got 600 left over, which could be elite for the marksman, but then I won't be buying units. And I think I might even get...
My opponent also has his oil back this turn, so regardless, the shields are good.
Yeah. Can I do a cheeky shield drop in the middle? Because I think that's where I would do the storm as well. Does it matter though? There's not enough there. 15 seconds. Yeah, I'm going elite on the snipers. Happy with this?
Yep, there's the storms. There's all the...
Nice. And the shield.
And the shield, yeah, we got right through that.
Wow.
That's huge.
Yeah, and the war factory's melting. It's on the line. It's dying.
Now he is burning my front line.
Clint.
So
I'm sorry, Clint.
I don't know how this is going to play out on my side, but
Okay.
I feel pretty good about yours.
Yeah. I'm not too worried. Because though he does have range on those Stormcalls to match mine. And he has taken range at the tower.
I think my center Wraith gets to carry us again.
There's still another war factory on my side. I'm a little bit worried about my side now as well. Go on, Center Wraith. Is that all we need? No, we need 500 damage.
Yeah, we need 2 Wraith. My other one died.
Oh.
Oh, I looked away and my Center Wraith is gone. Must have
Okay,
had
I
the
have
high
some
level
snipers to
archer.
clean up though. I think this is GG.
Is it enough? It looks like
It's
it should be.
close. Yes,
Yes.
GG, well played. Those Wraiths, even though he went anti-air, it's madness.
Love it. Now, I did tech him again for the field maintenance. That might have been greedy. It might have been a bit greedy, but we did get at least one round where it lived through.
But they had laser sights, they were worth it. And they got level 3, that's crazy. Just look at the range on that Wraith, 130 meters, that's nuts. So
Yep.
your opponent, he just looks so empty of chaff, if you don't mind me saying. He looks very hollow.
Yes.
I think he saw you had the Wraiths and thought, oh, I don't buy chaff then. But I think even if your opponent's beating you on the chaff clear war, you still have to have chaff.
Clint, enough Stormcallers over there.
Oh, dude, unlucky. That front-facing war factory. Oh, I felt so bad for it. Hey, I think your teammate was struggling versus the Wraiths.
He bought anti-air at a cost of 700, and that the round that he bought that anti-air, he didn't actually get to shoot at air one time. And so, so I immediately bought another Wraith.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Shark. You should never bet against Druski. Wow, that was a good game, though. Well played, Clint. That was epic.
Yeah, very well played. I think that the anti-missile was warranted on the war factory. You just didn't have room to place the center one. And the shields, yeah, the shields got you. We had the double storm.
I thought you'd be going shields on the Phoenix, because the shields on the ground. And when I saw the war factory, I thought you were going Phoenix production on it, but no, you went anti-missile, which I can understand because we did have a lot of storm.
We did.
So fair.
I was looking over there though. My opponent didn't have a lot of chaff, and his only chaff clear is a bunch of carry arcs, which is reasonable. But this is the reason why loose formation is a thing. I did click that, and I didn't get to see much value out of it. And I think that's because just about every round the ground was burning. So I really didn't get a benefit too much from it. But I think it still distracted them, kept them busy.
So you still run Mechanical Rage and Impact Drill. So you still play Carry Crawler every now and again?
There's been once or twice.
Okay.
And I think briefly I had taken off the Mech Rage and thrown Acid on there. And that was because War Factory was becoming carry, like the aggro front corner carry factory, that was a thing. And then they nerfed that, and I haven't really seen it since. So I figured, well, I'm just going to go back for the 1 in 500 game where you do the crawler game.
Fair enough. I think Underground Blitz is slowly coming back into it. It's very expensive and not very powerful, but Underground Blitz plus loose formation at the end of the game can sometimes get your crawlers through fire when you wouldn't be expecting it.
This scenario right here would be when you want it.
Sometimes. Yeah. It's tough, though. It's very tough. You get a similar effect from Photon as well. But good play there. Well played.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I liked it a lot. Great game, Clint.
Sorry, Shark. Your insight was what inspired us to win. You can't bet against Druski.
I've got us queued up again.
Clint 4 times in a row. No, he's in game with Blood as his teammate against Nsako and Forgotten Arbiter. That is a tough game. Good luck,
my.
Clint.
We were just the warm-up match, so he could go take them on.
Yeah. I'm glad you've taken one for the team there. I'm glad we're not the ones facing Nsako and Forgotten Arbiter, I'll be honest. That would be a learning game for me.
Absolutely. Zhang with the OG Arclight spammer. Zhang was there for it, too. He was there back in the day.
I'll be honest, I still get PTSD from old days of Carry Arclight. Occasionally rears its ugly head once more, but now there's more mid-sized units that can handle it. I'm a little bit more comfortable fighting into it.
Yes, I'm actually at the point where I don't respect it enough, and so usually when it happens, it actually beats me because I'm not respecting it.
Yeah.
But I generally don't play it at all. I actually took Charge Shot off because
too much speed loss.
Too much speed loss. So we actually had a game last week where there was I don't remember what we were up against, but it was a definite. Oh, it was tanks. It was just sledges, and this was the perfect scenario for the charge shot Arclight to do what it's supposed to do. There was no chaff. It was all sledges, and I lost the game. Chat and we decided.
Was that extended range tanks though?
Oh, I don't recall, but I do remember we actually replayed the match.
Yeah.
We went to the replay, replayed the match. I didn't click charge shot, and instead just got some more chaff or something, and we won the round. And so charge shot, I think we were able to basically say charge shot lost me the game by clicking it. And I said never again, and I unequipped it.
Fair enough. So you've got armor on your Arclights, I think.
Yes, and that's because I like the cheeky flank with the armored Arclight. You actually saw me, consider it that last
Arclight
game.
in the corner is a sneaky flank. I
Yes,
do like it.
the Chad light. Oh, this is my instant click here. Giant spec with artillery and chaff.
Oh, nice. Liking the confidence. I'm gonna play a Rhino specialist. I tend to sell the Rhino, but sometimes it's fun to drop one.
So I tend to sell it too, but then at that point I'm like, well, why didn't I just get quick supply or something like that and have the
more impact earlier.
So I usually do try to have at least one round with the Rhino in place, get something out of it, and then sell it after. And I don't know, it doesn't really do much for me, especially round 4 when we can get a drop of Rhinos, like 2 of them at level 2 at round 2. It just doesn't seem like it does what it used to do.
Circling back to something we mentioned earlier, I think Rhino drop comes with a lot of HP as well, which buys you a lot of time to set your board up, which is often what pulls me into it. Because I'm not upset to have 300 money drop into my lap at turn 4 when I've got 3,800 health. It's a good chunk of HP.
Yeah, and we did make the comment earlier that you do a good job of actually paying attention to the number of hit points.
I thought about a good job, but I try to.
I almost always ignore it entirely, and that's not a good thing, but I almost always ignore it, just because I get so focused on the other aspects of it. Yeah, it is a resource, and one that you do well to spend wisely, and I tend to not.
No, you do fine. Right. I've not been polite. Sorry, when I'm talking, I often don't type.
I do the same.
Yeah.
I guess we're waiting on me to click at the end. Ooh, the missile round
1 missile. What?
He has supply.
I guess he has supply. Yeah. Great minds.
Well, they both. Hold on. Yours use quick supply.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with that.
Minus like 100 economy. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, plus 100 for us as a whole.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to win in the round either. I think. Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
Ahead of myself here.
Like they're already still going to do some work, but I think he still gets to my arty.
Okay. I think at most it earns them a tiny bit of HP on some tanks. I don't think it gives them a level though.
Ooh, I did clear one side.
Nice.
Even with the missile. Uno wants a Rhino.
For you. Steve is on his way, don't worry.
With the missile, still won my side.
No, with the missile, I just lost my side.
But he had quick supply. Did he spend? Did he spend the 150?
He didn't. Just the missile.
So next round he's
floating 150.
Yes, you're gonna have something big coming up.
Well, I don't know. 150 is not big. Maybe armor on something. But
yeah.
Go on, stop calling that.
Oh, what was that?
Pathetic. I think it fell inside its shortest minimum range. What was that?
Oh
no. There's your favorite tack.
It is, but I'm also giant spec, and we're both standard. I think ER Fort is the no-brainer click for me.
Yeah, Sniper Fort's so good.
I think I have to do it. I might even go ahead and click it right now and start it leveling.
Go for it.
I think it's worth it.
Get the ball rolling. It's worth it. You're worth it, dude. Go for it. Sponsored by L'Oreal. We're not. Don't worry.
Well, I don't know. Maybe your YouTube channel is.
No, I don't monetize the YouTube channel. There's no point. I'm not here for pennies. I'm here for fun. Right. I'm not looking for glory or fame. I'd rather just have fun with my friends. I've met some very colourful characters through that YouTube channel, so I'm quite happy. Not least of the which is yourself, dude. 'Cause
Oh,
I don't think we'd have crossed paths otherwise without the Dev Pro tournament and the casting assignments.
you're
So
probably
that was-
right. That was something of a because neither of us had interacted before. I don't even know if we played. We probably crossed paths
We
in
had
games.
crossed paths. You'd been playing with Rooster.
Yes.
I was playing with a subscriber, and yes.
And I think I could remember your name because very few names are as short and simple as DRN.
The classic DRN. I had to change it recently. I had to go with quotation marks rather than speech marks because quotation marks break the replay system.
Oh,
And
no.
I figured Bearlike had enough on his plate that he didn't need to try and fix the replay system just because I like putting quotation marks in my name. So yeah. That's my first name change in almost 20 years. It's
Wow.
terrifying.
Your opponent picked up the mass-produced sledges.
Yeah, which I'm kind of surprised by because he already had 2 sets of sledges on the board, so he's kind of lost some board power to buy future board power. It does mean he's threatening sledge carry, but he's also leveled up sledgehammers. And again, I'm not sure how I feel about leveling up mass-produced because you lose stats taking mass-produced. And it still costs you 100 to level them up. So
Right. It becomes a dance around. Do you have the
Yeah.
deploy? Did you already use your deploys? Because that comes first now. It's always deploy first, which it generally is anyway. But if he's done that and he's got money left over, then it makes sense to level. Aw. Didn't get that
Yeah.
last artillery. Yes, Uno, we do need the Steve still, so that needs to come up next now.
Yeah, I'll be saved by Steve, don't worry. Next turn. Elite Hacker, dare I do it? It's one of my favourite cards. It's so evil. It's
It is
so
very
evil.
tempting, isn't it?
Yeah, costs 400 though. Dare I? Thing is, I'm waiting for the free units to kind of steer me in the direction of what counter am I going to use versus mass-produced tanks.
Certainly.
And I'm not sure if I want to commit to Hacker at this stage. I will take it as a card, but I won't buy any Hackers as yet. Instead, I'm just going to double down on Stormcaller, because I don't think you can go wrong with 4 sets of Stormcallers. Let's see what his answer is. How are you feeling about your side? I see your sniper got half or 3/4 of a level straight off the bat.
I'm pretty excited about that. So next round, we might need to pick up the Rhino because Uno requested it, but I'm also hoping for a level on the fort, and I'm looking for an opportunity to get range on the forts now as well.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm happy with this.
He went straight to Melter. Understandable, but with the range,
you
I
see
feel
Big Four.
competitive.
Yeah, you click range, he clicks range. Your sniper's actually your ranged forts outrange the melting point. You just have to be careful of the range from the tower. He's lone to take it though. Wow, on round 3.
Oh my!
What?
All of the
Field
economic
maintenance.
gains for us.
Yeah, field maintenance on my opponent's tanks.
I don't like that either because his tanks are
Tiny.
less health.
Yeah.
So he's not going to heal much. It's just a way to get the health percentage back, I guess. Bring it back to normal.
It makes them best versus Stormclaw, so it's not terrible.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
are what I'm relying on here. But end of the day, he's kind of pushing me into either Scorpion or Fortress. I'm not upset at playing either of those two, so we'll see.
Right?
Kind of hoping for maybe a Sabertooth as well. We'll see. One of those 3 will crop up on the cards, I'm sure of it. Or I could just go Phoenix. But I've already got so many snipers, it feels bad going Phoenix versus tanks. How are
Yeah,
your fort
having
doing?
both
Ooh.
Marksman and Phoenix is not a good thing. Yeah, the
Step on each
Melter,
other's toes a bit too much.
Melter targeted me right away, so he's got a lot of chaff
Yeah.
clear.
He did loan and take temporary range, so he's down 400 on the board effectively for the rest of the game. It's kind of, yeah.
I don't really know
I
if
could
it's.
trade a little bit of HP for that.
I don't know if it translates into true momentum on the board though, because he can't maintain that pacing.
Hasn't got the level up on the melting point either.
That's helpful. That's helpful.
Alright, I need to focus on winning my side. Right, Bearlight, give me some answers to sledgehammers. I want Sabertooth or Scorpion, ideally.
Well, there you go.
Thank you very much, sir. Very generous. So we are range Scorpion, and I have a Rhino to drop somewhere to be cheeky with. Let's do a flanking Rhino.
I picked the Farseer because I have no anti-air.
I'm going to send a Rhino to your side of the board, if that's okay.
Yeah, actually. And if that's the case, I'm going to redeem the Rhino Steve. We'll double up.
He might melting point straight into its path, in which case, I'm sorry,
yeah.
we tried.
Well, I'm going to put mine on the flank then.
Fair. Right. Ooh, careful, you might... Oh, wait. No, it should be okay. I'm just worried about pulling the crawlers across into your board. But I think you're okay versus those, I'll be honest. You've got arc lights and...
It might even be for the
Farseers.
best. Yeah, that'll be less for your Scorpion to have to deal with. Might be preferable.
Works overall for us. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Don't forget to unlock a unit if we need. No, we're good. Let's see what they've done. Did get a second melting point, but it's very inside. They're very close together, those two melting points. I think that's not quite ideal. Doesn't have the full coverage.
Now, you did drop a missile so that my chaff can't be distracting him as effectively. I do need more chaff.
But he loaned again, took temporary range at the tower, but did not take range on the melting points themselves. So your fortresses actually outrange his melting points by a margin.
Yeah, 30 range, and now that's 2 loans. This is going to add up quickly.
Yeah. Oh, your flanking Rhino is a...
It's fine. It's you know...
Make your friends on both sides. Yeah.
It's doing whatever it is that it's doing, and I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I do need
to
to...
have pulled a chunk onto your board, I'm sorry.
Yep. I am a little worried about chaff and chaff clear. I got perhaps over-eager with the fortress early, so we'll see how this goes, but...
I'm just going to go more and more Scorpions here, because I think my opponent's going to go EMP Farseer as his next play. But if I have so many Scorpions, I don't think they'll get to be effective. As Farseer's in holding us down. Ooh.
I'll be selling the Steve over there, so we'll see what what the board actually looks like when I don't pull half of his side.
It did look a bit gruesome, shall we say.
Aw, didn't get that to the farce there. That's okay. That's okay.
Okay, I'm going to sell my Rhino as well. So both Steves are going on holiday. It's the great scrap heap in the sky.
Do I grab that Elite Phoenix? No, I've got too much to do. I'm going to skip.
Okay. I've taken the smoke. I'm going to smoke your side, if that's okay, because she's got so much value in that center. If he just
really
forgets
does.
to shield this turn, this smoke will win us 2 turns in a row, so it's just so much value.
I agree.
And then I'm just going to buy 3 more Scorpions for myself, and I'm done. I had a very simple turn, huh? Sometimes simple is good, though. Now, the big question, does your opponent loan?
At this point, he almost has to, just to keep in the game.
I'm going to keep my Rhino for 1 more turn. I've not sold him yet. I'm just going to try a mobile beacon into my opponent's tower. Just keep him on his toes.
Yep, he is loaning every turn.
Fair enough. I should have sold the Rhino on bot shields. My mistake.
Yeah, I didn't buy shields either. So now instead, it's us that
Whoops.
gets to suffer for 2 turns.
Yep. I was giggling away merrily at the idea of dropping smoke on our opponent without shields. I forgot to buy shields myself.
Me too, me too.
It happens. Problem though, we're on low HP and they have tempo now.
Yes, and so the loan might not actually be a problem if we don't hold on here.
Yeah, they could get the tempo kill right here, right now. That'd be spooky. We shall see. Hopefully the smoke works against them. There should be some smoke left in the middle, and if it touches the unit, it debuffs the unit. So one of those melting points should be debuffed. Yes, it is.
Yes.
Nice. So we've got some value. It's the chaff clear problem, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Tricky one.
Yeah, I was a bit too excited to go with the forts early, and I've been paying the price ever since. Never developed my board the way I needed to.
Yeah, it happens. It happens. We might just survive this. We'll see. See how much work the Scorpions can do. See if the smoke works in my favor on the board here. No, I don't think we're going to survive this, I'm afraid. I think there's going to be too much incoming. Come on, Stormcallers. No. Oh, we lived! Perfect. That's all we needed. That is all we needed. Whew.
All right. I think I have to grab the Typhoon for the chaff clear. Not particularly excited about it. In standard, they don't really shine.
Yeah. I'm going to loan and take temporary range at the tower for some reason. And do I put shields down? Ooh. Right, I'm a little bit open to air here, so I need to get some more snipers and go anti-air on them maybe. No, go range on them. That should be fine. Our opponents could take worms against us. How do we stop that?
I think my opponent probably is grabbing the air, and I don't really have a good solution for that either.
I don't think the Typhoons will live long enough to be a reliable anti-air if he goes the Phoenix route.
I don't think they do.
Maybe more Farseers in the back row?
If I had the deploys, I would have.
Yeah, no
but
worries, no worries.
I picked up forts because I've already invested in them.
Yeah. With your final 100, my suggestion would be take health up at the tower, because you've got so many high HP units, you'll get good value from that.
You know, rather than
thinking a shield?
Well, it might be a shield, but it might also. I'm actually looking at the damage.
Okay.
The health because is melters are just going to ignore the health. But if I have the damage, I might be able to kill a melter. That's kind of what I'm hoping about.
Oh, I didn't use my mother beacon. Okay. Worms and worms. Fair enough. I think your fort should be okay versus that.
Yeah, I think it's better than if you went boats.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worms are actually dead already.
Nice. It's a good chunk of XP for your fortresses. Okay, assuming we survive this round again. Just need to get through this smoke turn. You look really solid there, I've got to say. Go on. Kill those melters. Nice. Go on, one more melter. That's all you need.
Got that tower.
Come on, shoot. One more shot, one more shot.
There it is.
Yes, beautiful.
It was a huge gamble to get to double down on the melter or on the forts, and I'm glad I did.
Paid off. I've turned over my side as well, so big turn for us here.
Absolutely.
Nice, and that's with smoke on the board, so they're going to be struggling.
Very nice. Of course, we both got a range that turn, so we were competing there.
Yeah.
Acid.
EMP enhancement module defensive. Ooh, tricky.
Absolutely. And hello everyone. Hello Gito, Datsob, and Drug Dealer. Hello everyone. Glad to have you all back.
Hey guys, sorry I'm distracting Druski by talking constantly.
Lackmine wants to know what's the trick to being a top player. Get good, Lackmine. Get good.
I'd say I wouldn't know, I'm not one. No, there are people who are so far above me that I don't even understand what they're doing sometimes. I just enjoy watching the explosions. Right. I think I'm going loose formation crawler here with a big set of crawlers. So if I'm doing that, am I dropping acid? No, I'm going defensive tactics. Dropping a shield and a shield.
Oh, I'm getting in trouble over here.
Uh-oh. 30 seconds, we're okay. Don't forget loan and range and speed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell something because I need to get shields on my forts.
Tricky one.
So I dropped acid there, and then I deployed 8 missiles to take out
That's
the shield.
a lot of missiles. Wow.
Shield's gone, acid deployed.
Mission accomplished, sir. I doff my cap to you. That is a brave play. That is a brave play. I was wondering why I was hearing someone smiling on Discord here. You had a cunning plan.
There's so many ways that could have gone wrong, but it worked.
Go get that tower. Go get that tower. Go on, get that tower.
Sorry, Chad. I could have warned you, but there was too many things to press and too little time to describe it in real time. Oops.
I like the way you're thinking. That was a good little play. There were, yeah. I'm glad you didn't tell me because I might have tried to convince you otherwise.
You would have talked me out of it. It's true.
8 missiles.
8 missiles, no shields.
But it wins the game, so I can't complain. That is madness. That is true madness. Wow.
So I had to sell. I had to sell a Farseer to get the 300, so I could buy shields for my forts because I knew he was going to do either the EMP or the acid or something. So I needed to shield, but I couldn't. I had no more devices. I used all my devices on those 8 missiles to get that.
I'll be honest, I heard 1 or 2 missiles landing. I just thought you were just doing a standard missile closer of I'll pick off the front chaff, you know. And then I pan across to your board and there's 8 missiles stacked on top of each other.
Yes, it was.
What? That was nuts. So my opponent really struggled here because he didn't answer the worms at all. He was relying on tanks. The tank damage just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
I think your opponent almost had your number there. I think range plus EMP on the melting points was a great answer to sniper forts.
Yes.
But I think your saving grace was the turn where you got the typhoons going as more chaff clear. That's when the game pivoted. That's when you were suddenly back on top again.
Absolutely, because I was really struggling with the chaff clear. So that saved everything. And then, of course, your opponent never getting the mech rage on those sledges is kind of...
The carry sledge.
You can't carry without...
Remember, these are mass-produced sledges as well, so they're absolutely tiny. They're doing 900 damage a pop at level 2.
And for mass-produced, there's not that many of them. At that point, why is he buying... You don't need to buy crawlers. The sledges are your chaff. You know, he's buying crawlers and not more tanks.
Fundamental misunderstanding of how mass-produced tanks works. It's an interesting one. I think he could definitely beat us here. I think we almost got caught out by tempo. When they took loans and range, we were laughing and giggling amongst ourselves, thinking, oh, we got this, we're cruising. And then we went down to 200 HP, so I think we should have been a little bit more careful there.
That was I don't know, I was definitely very careful with my turn.
I was perhaps having a bit too much fun just chatting away. I should have been focusing. But I'm glad we won that one. That was a close one.
So, I don't know, are you aware that Salt Monkey and Stony are trying to do a top 10 play of the week series?
Hey, nice. You should submit that for sure.
Because they're specifically
that was medal worthy. Yeah,
they're specifically trying to do it with spells this week, and so that might be
that was a nice little clip, dude. I panned across to watch them, and it was like, wow. Letting the green goo arrive to render his melting point nothing but goo itself.
The Octo Missile, Uncle Lazy. Yep. Good game.
Hey, Lazy.
I do think, though, it was a mistake on my part to commit to the fort so early. We were on the back foot ever since. And so I never had the chaff clear or the chaff of my own making. It was bear-like handing it to me.
I think the only issue was perhaps 2 fortresses plus attack is 1100, and in the first 4 turns, that's almost 50% of your income. It's quite a lot. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you want to get them rolling, and he had the melting points come out, and you've had the chance to outrange them, so I can understand going for it. And I think I was egging you on as well, perhaps.
Maybe.
Without thinking things through, and I should have let you guide your own board without my interference, because you're the one watching your board super closely. But yeah, this Typhoon saved the day. Thank you, Berlak.
G-Ito, yes, this is DRN.
Hi, guys.
He has his own YouTube channel. We had the privilege of being able to co-cast the DevPro stream, or DevPro tournament, and that was a lot of fun. And so now, any chance we get, which we haven't had that many chances, but we get to do some 2s ourselves, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I'm a big 2v2 player. It's just a different approach to the game, a bit more relaxed. I find 1 versus 1 a little bit intense sometimes. And for the ladder, I don't feel like I need the intensity. I'm sometimes just happy just to chill. Whereas tournament games, I'm 100% dialed in, and I'm like on the ball, ladder game, sometimes I'm a little bit lackadaisical. I've got the second monitor open with a stream of someone like Druski up. And, you know, I'm not giving it my all. So I enjoy 2v2s where I don't feel like it's quite as pressured.
I must say, I'm very glad you were able to work lackadaisical into the conversation. Check that off the bingo card here. We got it in. No, I do agree. I thoroughly enjoy the 2v2. I've only been able to play in just the weekly tournaments once or twice. I found it's so very stressful. I did not actually enjoy myself, even though I did fairly well.
You did amazingly. You came third or second?
Tied with Bear Lake for second, but the way that because alphabetically Bear Lake comes first, he got second place.
Really? It's alphabetical?
So,
I did not know.
Actually, no, it wasn't alphabetical. It was MMR outside of the tournament. And so
I'm called Aardvark from now on, was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
It was outside of the tournament, he has higher MMR. I think they're working on changing that. Maybe they already have. To be using the because I actually beat Bear Lake in the tournament.
Yeah, I saw that. You used hackers and he was caught short.
So yeah, mine reports, everything about it was the same. And so we actually we made the comment to him, and he responded positively towards it, that the most common tiebreaker is, well, did the two of you play against each other? Whoever beat the other,
the head-to-head, yeah,
is in the head-to-head wins out on the tiebreaker. And I did win that, but it's not part of the equation yet as a tiebreaker. And so I think it'll be worked in there eventually. But even so, it was still very stressful and hard to enjoy, and I find I thoroughly enjoy R2s. I enjoy streaming regularly and bantering with chat, but when I was playing to win, it was a different game.
Yeah. You had to let your claws out, which I think is a bit uncomfortable for you these days.
Indeed, because I don't actually know if I still have any.
I know you're a competitive soul at heart. Right. Ooh. I'm going aerial specialist edge because it's the only one with Stormcallers.
I picked Saber. You've inspired me.
Oh, Saber's so good. I think it's my favorite unit by a mile.
Okay, my opponent is Giant. Yours is Cost Control.
Yeah. I think cost control is not a bad pick these days as well.
I still can't bring myself to do it, even though I agree it has been toned down on the debuff side of it.
Feeling a bit anxious, so I've reassured them that it's only 2v2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Ooh. I would have thought you go outside the towers with your Stormcallers on the first turn.
I tried it a couple of times, got burned with the flanks, distracting it, and I just sort of, this is my habits, and locked into my old ways.
There's a Chinese player who's top of the ladder with 2 accounts, so he's phenomenally good, and I've been copying his openings, and it's definitely helped me improve. I don't quite understand some of what he does, which is part of my joking response earlier when someone asked how to know if you're a good player or not, is I'm definitely not a good player, because I have to copy someone else to figure out how to do stuff. But he's a Vulcan player. He plays Vulcans in almost every situation, even after the triple nerfs.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm trying to pick up Vulcan again, because I've struggled, I'll be honest.
Since the last nerf I've kind of not played them much.
I think this might be a game where I go for it when my opponent is cost control. I find Vulcans are very good versus cost control.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah, they can just burn through stuff. It's harder to get value from my armor on them. We'll see though. But yeah, he plays Stormcalls on the outside, which is where I was coming from. Sorry, I do ramble.
No, I picked up on that.
Yeah, and he puts sometimes Scorpions behind them, and then goes Siege mode Scorpions, and then sells the Stormcallers.
Oh, that's
if
wild.
The opponent takes anti-missile. Yeah, I don't use Siege mode Scorpion at all, because I just find this slow rate of fire is just so punishing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's something I'm trying to learn as Assault Vulcan. But no, I'm going to take the Nano Repair kit. Redeploy is really good, and Underground Threat is really good as well. But Nano Repair has my name written all over it when I'm planning Vulcan carry.
I agree for you. I'm going to probably not, because I'm going to stick with my Sabers, and I'll probably end up teching it. And so in that case, I think I'm going to be grabbing the Underground, since he doesn't have anything in the center.
So you go field maintenance in your Saber Teeth?
I do. I don't know if it's good, but that's what I have.
Okay.
That's...
I tend to see Sabretooth with range and double shot as like the main techs,
Well,
and then
yeah,
occasionally anti-missile as well.
Ideally, I will, but if I need them to tank, a lot of times it kind of came about because a lot of times you get that high level saber, that level 5 saber, or whatever, and just put repair on it and call it a day, But I don't know, it's okay. I've enjoyed it.
Okay. Yeah, I like the underground threat right in his middle. He is wide open to it. He's asking for it, right?
Yeah, asking for it. It would be rude not to. Exactly.
Precisely. I like your thinking. I'm hoping my Arclights have me covered, but we'll see in a second. I am floating 150 because I'm planning on the Vulcan unlock next turn, but we'll see what units are offered to me.
I like it.
There's a 50-50 chance we get a free unit next turn. Cheeky missile play. Ooh, you're feeling flush with cash.
I had 50, so I'm spending it. Oh, it's happening. Wait a minute.
Go on, crawlers.
I couldn't actually visually. I did not see what was over there. What did he put there?
There was an Arclight hiding behind the missile.
Visually, I had my camera exactly right where I couldn't see the Arclight. There's where to go.
Magic trick. Make your missile disappear.
I had no idea. Oh well, got the double tower. Yeah.
That's just devastating. So yeah, I'm looking forward to unlocking Vulcans, giving them a try again.
Do you think that you might sell those Arclights when you start getting the Vulcans rolling?
Yes, that is normally the path. But I was leaving myself open in case Arclight carry became the requirement. If my opponent had gone Mustang 2 sets with a range, I would have pivoted to Arclight carry. Even though I was thinking about Vulcan, I think I can't afford to let the Mustangs get rolling. But Vulcans are normally phenomenal versus Mustangs. So
absolutely. In fact, I've seen a lot of times when Vulcan was all the rage, I'd see people go round to Wasp just to bait out Mustangs.
Yeah.
And then switch to Vulcan. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. I am taking the Sandworm here and then selling it and doing a magic trick, polymorphing it into a Vulcan.
I like that. I'm grabbing the Wraith because there's virtually no anti-air for either of us. So.
Yeah. And I am selling an Arclight. I might even drop an oil now to be super annoying. Little bit light on anti-air here, but I'm okay with that. If he goes Overlord, I just immediately snap answer with anti-air marksman, and it's just over for them. And I've got regen on the Vulcan, so it'll tank for a while for me either way. So yeah, I'm comfortable with this.
My opponent, back on round 2, my opponent picked up the nano repair kit. I'm only just now noticing it. So yeah, he threw it on that Wraith, and that is a problem. I don't have repair ready for mine.
I've got a nano repair kit Wraith as well to deal with. But again, I'm afraid marksman with anti-air deal with that quite handily.
Agreed. I'll probably have to be buying it myself.
He sells. We can just go range on it as an answer as well. Melting Point's such a good answer to Wraith as well.
It is.
So you have to win the chaff battle, which is the hard part. A cheeky flanking set of crawlers as well. I don't know what he's thinking. Maybe he's trying to preempt me going fire on the Stormcallers. He will burn. So he is a heretic. Right.
This game got dark.
I'm sorry. That's a reference to some of my
Warhammer, yes.
Internal reference. Sorry. No. Right.
The tower. I got his tower. My Wraith has a short window here. I don't know if we can do enough damage to him though.
Go on, get that Wraith. Go on.
Get the other tower. We need the other buff.
No, it's not going to be enough.
Oh no, now he heals all the way back.
And then the other Wraith arrives and it's just debuffed in reverse. No.
Yeah, that was close though.
Disaster. Oh well. I'm afraid air units have saved them a ton of HP here. Yep. But we've earned a ton of XP on our other units, so I'm not too worried. And if they've soaked up so much XP on these wraiths and then they end up
And
selling
then they get
minion,
countered, yeah.
yeah, then it's not too much of a big deal. So
Plus, I don't know if they have the DPS to take out your Vulcan.
they might not.
The other one shows
I
up
think they
maybe,
will.
but it's still taking a while to
think
get
they will.
there.
It's ticking down slowly. And they've got
Yeah,
30
and the
seconds
second one
till
now.
declares.
You're right, you're right.
He's assailed on all sides. It was a valiant last stand. He just forgot to bring the anti-air. That's not your fault, sir. That's mine.
You could see him trying,
Right.
though.
Yeah. Ooh, I've already picked laser sight without looking at the ones. I think I saw a nuke there as
There
well.
was a nuke, there was acid, and improved
Okay.
tarantula. So
Ooh,
all of
spooky.
those are spicy, but I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I went with the laser sight. I'm gonna keep my wraith around, and now my wraith is outranging his.
I think I go Phoenix here then.
I might as well, just because he's got steel ball and such and crawlers.
Yeah.
I want to be off the ground from all that.
Phoenixes are a decent answer to Wraith, but I think level 2 Wraith with regen will beat 2 level 1 sets of Phoenixes. But I'm not worried about this individual round. I'm planning ahead for the future. And I have a sneaky feeling they might do a panic nuke on us because they're feeling pressured and they're at 3000 HP. They're worried that we double nuke them and then they lose, so they're going to feel like they have to nuke us. Whereas we can build a foundational board that answers everything and win the long game. It's my plan anyway.
I like the thinking of it. We'll see how it plays out. I went ahead and grabbed a Phoenix as well. I'm not leveling it. I'm not
Yeah.
teching it. If we don't get the round, it's, you know, it's not a huge surprise. His Wraith did get to level 3, which is unfortunate.
He levels it though. That's his disadvantage because you just counter it.
Right. I think long term we get the counter on it.
I think it's almost a bait. If he goes too deep into Wraith, he's going to struggle. But we'll see. Wraith Ball is a very hard aggro set to answer.
Yeah, that is a meta build.
Yeah. It's Stoney's favourite build right now.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a good player. So we shall see. Stormcall's getting value. He did level the Wraith. Didn't take any tech on it. Didn't take any tech on my opponent's Wraith either. So yeah, I'm happy with this.
We need that tower debuff help here to... No, he's gonna get mine first.
Ranged steel ball's so strong.
It is.
The downside is it puts them at arm's length of the Stormclaws, so the Stormclaws can shoot on them if they're not distracted or debuffed. Oh, I didn't quite kill my Wraith, I'm sorry.
No.
There's a smidgen of HP left. And it's rebounded back to full health. Ugh.
So
It's
painful.
alright. Maybe I should have gone Sniper rather than Phoenix, then I could have gone Best Part on the Vulcans, but I think I'd rather use damage on the Vulcans with Scorching Fire. And that Vulcan's leveled up, so he will soon be able to be immune to Wraith Fire.
His Wraith leveled up too, though. And of course mine, not quite, but level 4 Wraith is almost requiring a melting point.
I'm not too worried. We now get a chance to answer these Wraiths properly.
Oh, there's
and
the
we're off
free
Melting
melter.
Point Farseer and Mustang and Wasp.
take
Every
your
single
pick.
one of these units beats Wraith. Wow.
Wasp with the anti-air tech, of course, but
Yeah. So I'm against Carry Tank Attempt. So I think I'm going Farseer here. Because Farseers are not bad versus tanks either.
Right. I'm looking at the Mustangs just because I still need the chaff clear as well, and I already have Phoenix on the board, so I don't think I want to do the melter. Oh, I want to do the melter. I don't think I'm going to do the melter.
It's good versus one big Wraith, but it is a big commitment.
It is one big Wraith right now, that's the problem, but I think I need to deal with the chaff too. Can't get too tunnel visioned on it. Oh, I was going to get charged shot on my Phoenix today. Actually, I think I was going to click it yesterday. Apparently I never did, so I do not have charged shot. This would have been an opportunity for it.
Ah, unlucky. It is the classic counter to Wraith, is Charge Shot Phoenix. I don't actually run it myself either. I prefer Elite on my Phoenixes, because I often end up in the standard versus standard range matchup of Phoenixes versus Snipers, and I like running range and Elite on the Phoenix in that situation. We shall see. So my opponent starts the laser sight, and I'm not sure what he's going to drop it onto. Probably a melting point. Yep. We have a pair of melting points.
That is scary.
we'll be okay. Phoenixes is our late game carry here. And we've got Vulcans as chaff clear, which the Melters might struggle with, but we'll see. He does have a lot of tanks as well. I need a lot more chaff on my board. And a lot more Phoenixes, so I'm a long way away from where I want to be.
Well, the Wraith is down.
Nice.
He still has a bunch of
raid boss.
Farseer.
I think I've got my Wraith as well. Yes, we're good. I have a strong side and a weak side, and it's not the sides I expected. My regen Vulcan is dead.
Phoenix
Long
leveling.
live the regen Vulcan.
Helpful.
Choice here. I need to get EMP. Do I get it on the Stormcallers or on the Phoenixes?
I have not looked at your board lately.
Sorry. I'm assuming you're omniscient.
Well, I will happily look at your board to give whatever insight I can. I've been hyper focused.
Yeah, fair. This is a long-range melty point. It's got
Very
laser
long.
sights as well. It's a bit spooky, but I will deal with it with just mass chaff and Phoenix as my own.
Hello, Eisenhorn. Good day to you. Yes, thanks to DRN, who I'm teaming up with today. We are raking in some points. It's been quite nice.
2v2 points. They're a bit like Monopoly money, but you know, every little counts.
I think I just grabbed that sticky oil.
Tempted by the Amp Core, but then I'd have to go with third Vulcan. Am I okay with that? No, I'm not okay with that.
So you still want to get some EMP.
EMP, yeah, just to turn off the range on those melting points. The question is, which source? Phoenix or Stormcaller? Which do you feel is stronger?
I'm actually leaning towards the Phoenix, and the reason why is I feel like because of the extra range in that melter, you almost have to get range and EMP on both the Farseer or the Stormcaller. Like everything needs the double tech, but you already have one on your Phoenix.
Yeah, I want to go Phoenix carry as the answer behind the Vulcan anyway. So giving them EMP is not a downside. Yeah, for sure. Do I take oil as well? I'm going to take advanced missile because I'm going to set myself up for a Druski play.
Oh my,
I
like
a chance
it.
to do that.
I like it.
We'll see. I'm going to put shields down there in case he oils me. And then let's get 2 more sets of Phoenixes and go EMP on the Phoenixes. And then I'm going to start taking temporary range at the tower, but I'm not learning. I'm just getting set up for the late game. Right. Happy with this. Phoenix is up. Yeah. Nice. Predicted his oil.
Ooh. He
Wow,
got a
he's
Vulcan,
open.
and I'm going to burn all of his chaff now.
Ooh.
With his own Vulcan.
Will it ignite it?
It did.
Yes, instantly. Nice. Can you kill the Wraith? Is the raid boss dead again?
We did it last
Ooh.
round. It's looking good.
Go on. Yes. Beautiful.
That is a huge round over here. How do you got going over there? EMP
Doing okay.
applied.
EMP applied, which
Oh,
is
it
saving
just
my bacon
shut down the melters and the Wraith.
as well. Yep. Can we get the big
There
boy
it is.
melter?
Yes.
Yes. And the one is sitting in fire, which I don't mind. He's saying this is fine, but it really isn't.
It's not fine
It's
at all.
crying on the inside. There we go.
Huge.
Big round for us. That might be close.
Very close. Definitely getting all the tower buffs this round. Improved firepower. I think I'm going to grab that.
Nice for a Vulcan, but I don't want to get a third Vulcan. I think I'm already deep enough in Vulcan. Do I do tank production?
Going to get sticky oil from my tower this time and do the same thing.
I'm going to overcommit. I'm going to take Elite on the Phoenixes as well, which is a huge investment. But I think we're trying to close the game here.
I agree.
So I'm loaning and taking temporary range at the tower, and then just buying more chaff. Yeah, so I think this is the game-ending turn, unless they've got a solid answer to what we've got on the board. Because I am dropping oil, and if he forgets to cover it, he's dead. Make sure I don't ignite my own oil. Missile or speed? I've got 50 left over. You decide.
They're upgraded missiles. Let's take out a tank group.
Okay, here we go. Sack it. Let's go for 3 sets of missiles.
Ooh.
Sold an arc light.
Did you already take out a loan?
Yeah, I've already taken out a loan. Yep. We shall see. That goes there. That's oiled. That there. I'm going to take out a flanking set of crawlers as well, just so I get my chaff on target faster. Yeah, happy with this. Let's see what we've got. Oh, firebomb Vulcans. That is
More fire for him to kill his chaff with.
I am glad you've got shields up, I've got to say. Oh, the Druski missile did a lot of work there. It took out an arc light and a level 2 set of... That is a big hit. He's got EMP melting points. I'm not sure that's the answer.
EMP does not hit air, and I think a lot of players do not realize that.
Yeah. Maybe trying to answer my EMP Phoenix with the EMP barrage.
I've seen a lot of times players try to EMP the air units, and it doesn't actually hit air.
This might be a day he learned that experience himself. Today I learned. GG guys, sorry. Ooh.
That was pretty big. That was pretty big.
That was a bit of an MMR gap there. Yeah. Well played, sir. That was a clean game for you.
Very nice.
Your shields did a lot of work, and you answered that Wraith completely differently to how I would have approached it, but you did it much more cleanly, I think, as well.
Well, how would that be so different? Because we both ended up going Phoenix to answer.
So we mentioned one big Wraith. When I'm facing one big Wraith, I almost always go Melting Point. If it's got regen module on level 3, I'm like, I've got to go Melting Point. There's no other answer. But you seem to answer it quite comfortably with just Phoenixes and Mustangs, which kind of surprised me, I'll be honest. I thought it would be able to survive that, but I guess they never took a defensive tech on it, or a degen beam on it.
Yeah. So that was a big part of
never
it.
Really, yeah.
I felt like if I went with the Melter, it was actually a bit of a trap because at the time, he had so much chaff and I had no chaff clear. Like if you look at this board minus the Mustangs, I have 2 arc lights and a Wraith that is busy shooting at Steel Ball. There was no chaff clear, and so I felt like the Melter would never get on target.
Yeah.
So I went with the Mustangs, and yeah, the game gave me the oil, and then I got a second oil this last turn, both of which just changed everything. There was no chaff, and we're able to shoot at the Wraith just fine.
Turned his fire against him as well. Those Vulcans were not the best friends with their colleagues.
Right, I honestly couldn't believe that he bought the second Vulcan.
Yeah, when he took a firebomb on it, I was scratching my head, and I was just glad you had shields up so your Mustangs were safe.
Yes, because I'm sure he was recognizing the Mustangs as a problem. They were my top damage. He wanted to get to them, understandably so, but that meant no chaff for him, and that's all I needed. That was my only problem.
Right, so can I ask a favor once more? Can you spin the camera around and spin to my opponent's board position?
Yeah.
And imagine you haven't gone EMP on the melting points. Imagine you've got that 500 bucks in your pocket. How would you answer my board? Like, imagine you don't know that I've got Elite Phoenix, because he doesn't know I've got Elite Phoenix in the final turn. So what is your approach to answering my board?
There's a huge lack of Mustang in general on the board here, because the tanks don't have Mech Rage, so they're not really chaff clear.
So slowly, they've got AP.
Yeah, AP. So this is actually very, very poor job at clearing out chaff, which means I would absolutely want Mustang regardless of the Phoenix, and then the Mustang with anti-air and range will double up as the job against them. So to me, that's the simplest approach.
Yeah, even though I've got the Vulcan showing.
Yeah, because the Vulcans, yes, that is a good point. I think because you've got the Melters in play, you're hoping that the Melters take out the Vulcan. I would personally, my positioning is more forward than his. My Melters are usually about 3 or 4 tiles further forward, and my Mustangs are all the way in the back.
Interesting. I'm the opposite. I put my Melters further back normally.
Really?
I put them like behind the tower normally.
Okay.
I'm very protective of my Melters.
Part of my reason for that is if I have my Melters far enough forward, then the EMP barrage can take out the shields before any spells drop.
Yeah.
Or
I
fortress or
right
something,
front just for that particular job.
Right, and so that way, if that's my general positioning, then it's always an option to EMP the shields. And in this situation, he could shut down the Vulcan. Maybe he doesn't have a lot of chaff himself.
Yeah.
Well, I say he. Now I'm looking from his perspective. So you don't have a lot of chaff protecting the Vulcan. If he had a further forward Melter. So I think that would be required to protect the Mustang. If not, then I would really look at Wasps.
I think wasp will be the choice here. That's all I was expecting, I'll be honest. So I was kind of surprised when you went Mustang as the core.
Well, I guess I'm still just I'm soaking in the board. So as I'm looking at the board,
sorry.
Farseer scares me off so much from wasp. If there's a Farseer on the board, I almost never click wasp at all. So honestly, I probably wouldn't click wasp just because you'd scare me. Even at level 1 no techs, like I would just look at that and be like, I can't do it.
So from what you're saying, I'm almost tempted to say, are we saying mech rage and the tanks would be the correct answer then?
I think he needed that earlier. I think that he's got himself in this pit. I don't know when he clicked the AP, but I think he needed that round 4. So it's been a while. I think the mech rage, if he doesn't intend to go with the Mustang, then he needs more chaff clear. And the only way for Sledge to be considered chaff clear, I think, is with mech rage involved.
Rage. Yeah, they're just too slow firing. Otherwise.
Just too slow, and he doesn't need
isn't quite big enough. Yeah.
Yeah, the armor pierce in order to kill your Vulcan is redundant because he already has the melter to kill your Vulcan.
Yep.
So again, I don't think that the armor pierce was the way to go. He needs a chaff clear, and my personal solution is usually Mustang. But you're right, because you could at that point your answer I think would be incendiary bomb. Take on the Mustang.
Next step normally, but he's also one move ahead on that. If you look at the flanks, he's got the crawlers on the corner on the sides. If you go firebomb on the Vulcans, you end up burning your own chaff.
Right. So you would end up having to play another Vulcan in the center just to have a forward facing. And so,
just to cover that,
at least we propel the game a few more rounds further. With the Mustangs and all of that would get him another few rounds. But I don't think that's long term. Mustangs aren't going to be able to do it by themselves. He'll need another element to it. And maybe we're looking at the Farseer, and maybe those aren't going to counter wasps, and because he could do a center push with the wasp for a turn that would get him around.
Would you consider Fortress Anti-Air?
I used to. I definitely normally would, but looking at the fact that you have elite now, the scenario was you didn't have elite yet. Range. You're actually outranging the anti-air. It is very good against everything except for those Phoenix, but as soon as you hit them with the EMP on the fort, there is no anti-air fort because you've EMP'd it from range, and so I don't think relying on that would be a good answer.
I think you're right there.
And it's just the right now what you're looking at is you've got just a classic Vulcan Phoenix, and the reason why it's so classic is because it does have the ability to answer everything.
Everything, yeah.
And so
apart from Wasp,
apart from Wasp, which the Farseers close that gap, and so this is. I used to always answer this with Fort, but the change to Fort's anti-air means that I don't know if it's reliable. If he just has too many forts, maybe. Yeah. But he went the melting point route, and so I don't think that's really.
I think ever since Fort anti-air barrage went down to 170 meters, I found it so unreliable. Because Farseers exist as well, and scanning radar giving other units plus 10 range, and range from the tower on top can get Phoenixes up to a 200-meter range without even trying.
Well, the Farseer, so I rarely see anyone click that.
It's my late game play normally, round 10. Yeah.
Does the Farseer range affect air?
Yes, it does.
It does.
It's the photon that does not.
Photon does not. Okay.
Scanning radar does.
So yeah, you absolutely can have your Phoenix effectively sniping from the back row, and you've cleared out the ground chaff with your Vulcan, and so without being able to pivot to Wasp because of your Farseer, there's really not a lot of good answers. I think melters actually can be an answer. It's just he didn't build his board to support the melters.
And chaff clear supporting them. That's
he needs a chaff clear. So he could have kept with the melters.
Chaff battle here. Yeah.
I agree. All right.
Thank you. I just wanted to get your opinion on that.
Eisenhorn, is this the same pastor who told me last week he wasn't going to analyze the games? Well, it helps when you have somebody to banter off here, to bounce off of.
Perhaps stressing Druski's analytical chops, but it's good to have someone to bounce ideas off and learn from.
Absolutely. I'm queuing us up again. I don't recall. Do you think you have enough time for another match?
Yes, I'm good for another 20 minutes. I'm good.
Okay, we got one more in us then.
Yeah, if it goes to round 12, I'll be upset, but it's fine.
All right. So we're both rushing with aggro then, aren't we?
Oh yeah, full aggro. Steel balls all the way.
I have been, honestly, in the last just 2 weeks, I've probably played more steel ball games than I have in the last year.
They're so strong.
The only change was the heavy target, which is fortified target lock or whatever now. And I'm not even running that anymore. I don't even.
Yeah, I put it on for a week and then took it off again.
And yet I'm running
so
steel
good.
ball.
But it's only good with extended range card, and it's like I can't
Yes.
rely on that card. It only shows up 1 in 4. Yeah. It's a fun card though, a very fun card.
But I have just found that a lot of times Steel Ball, they do find their way to the tower, and that's just so powerful so often. Like, because you only need the one to make it, and the tower's down.
As soon as it's sucky on the tower, away you go. Game is over. But yeah, getting there is the trick. What do you combine with your steel balls normally? Normally it's Wraith, isn't it? It's the classic.
Wraith is one of the things. I mean, Scorpion counters them a lot for me.
Yep.
You know, I'll try. I feel like Sabretooth is actually a poor counter. Obviously, it one-shots the 1 or 2 steel balls it hits.
I disagree. I think Sabretooth's a great counter.
Well, there's been
That's
so many
I
games.
buy like 6 of them.
yes, 6. So what I'll do is I'll try to be economical, and this is not what you want to do with Sabretooth. I'll be economical and get 1 or 2 sabers, and they'll shoot chaff, and they're not shooting the steel ball. And so I don't kill the pack of steel ball. I'll kill 1 or 2, and the other 2 get through. And,
do me a favor.
Yeah.
When you're playing aggro or playing against aggro, try mass Sabretooth against it. Just see how it feels.
No, okay.
It is pretty brutal, I'll be honest. They shoot quite quickly. It's deceptive. They seem slow shooting, but they're actually okay at clearing chaff with their 6-meter splash. It's just a little bit bigger than a sledgehammer. And then if they can get onto steel balls, they pop steel balls with every shot. It's devastating.
Yes, that's to me is like I'm buying them to pop the steel ball, but at the same time, you know, I got to connect with them, and then I've got to kill all 4, which means I probably need more than the 1 to do it, and usually I only get the 1.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. But no, I tend to, if someone tries Wraith Steel Ball versus me, I just match the Wraith and go anti-armor snipers, and then just buy Sabretooth if I can. And just cover the board in Sabretooth, and I'm solid.
Well,
Speak of the devil.
I do have Fire Badger Steel Ball. Are we both going aggro here?
I'm sorry, we were talking about Sabretooth, so I've picked the Sabretooth specialist.
That's fine, that's fine. Are you... Is it
They
an
come with
aggro pack?
Stormcallers. So
Okay,
aggro Stormcallers
okay.
is not something I normally play, I'll be honest. We'll see. We're on a compact again.
Okay, I'm going to play it safe. This is an excellent pack with the Stormcaller. It's Marksman Specialist.
Yeah. Sorry, I know we talked about playing aggro.
We played it up.
Prepping ourselves mentally for it, and then, sorry.
Not doing
Stormcallers were offered. I'm playing Stormcallers.
Neither of us are aggro players, chat. So this is... We had to try to egg each other on, and it didn't work.
We're both standard Andes. We know.
We know it.
Rooster would hate us.
Yeah, he just kind of tolerates me, and then whenever I try to do aggro, I think he kind of facepalms because I always mess it up somehow. And it's just kind of he's very patient with me.
I'm always asking my TVT partners for advice.
Well, I enjoy it.
how I
I mean,
learn.
it's not just learning; it's part of the 2v2 experience to be cooperative. You know, it's not meant to be played in isolation.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's quick supply, so I might get caught out by air here. If I do, I'm terribly sorry.
Well, it happens. I'm actually looking at your board with the arc light in the center. I'm gonna let you have the single arc light because neither of them start with chaff. There's not much chaff at all, and so I'm gonna double up my arc light on the outside.
Yep. Rodulant. Asking us to be gentle because he's on the phone. I'm afraid there is no mercy, sir. This is a game of war. No quarter can be given.
As I learned in Karate Kid, mercy is for the weak.
Isn't that wax on, wax off? Oh, so okay.
Yeah, the bad guys actually.
Oh no, am I the bad guy? Oh dear. Well, if you're wearing black uniforms with skulls on them, yes, you are the bad guy.
Generally, yeah, that's how it plays out.
That's the Blackadder sketch, which I'm sure is a complete reference that is lost on an American audience. It's a British TV show from the 90s.
Okay.
It's the classic, are we the bad guys? Sorry, I love my... I spend half my time thinking in terms of movie quotes, so it's probably a bad thing, but I enjoy it. Happy madness.
A shield airdrop, probably the straightforward choice here. Can't go wrong with it.
debating extended range factory because my opponent's playing standard as well.
But you won't be able to
No,
play
I'll
it
go
for
with
the
shield
next
drop.
several rounds, and he'll be able to play around it.
Yeah, it's too telegraphed. It's the problem with these free cards that impact late game units.
Yep.
They show up in the early rounds and not the late rounds. I don't say it's a problem, it's the downside. Let's put it like that.
You know, I think I might just do a bit of a Chad light here.
Okay. I'm down. I am still wide open to my air, so I'm going to buy a single sniper. There you go. I've bought some anti-air. You can't blame me if we lose to air now.
Wonderful.
I am being a hero. I'm going to drop a missile on the corner just because I'm a little bit too open to a flank as well. Feels a bit wasteful, but you never know. It might sit there all game long. Copy doesn't want shield as well. My guy is full commit tarantula. Wow.
Okay.
4 tarantulas.
They've got
Spider mines next.
high explosive on those as well.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I'm not a fan of high explosive tarantulas, I'll be honest.
I'm not either, but I can see why somebody might want to do it, just to maximize the chaff clear potential.
They're already so good versus chaff. Like, they don't need the help.
Right, which is the same reason why I don't run it on my Wraith or anything like that.
Yeah. I do run my
Orange Man.
Stormcallers, because it's just so cheap.
Orange Man went down.
Nice. I've got a blue boy in the center to deal with, and then I'm good. He's a fan of the Smurfs. There we go. He's dead.
The crawler inside my minimum range.
Oh no! That single crawler, the solitary hero crawler. He's gonna get a tower. No!
No!
Quick, stop him! Catch him! Yes,
Good,
there we
good,
go.
we got him. All right.
Don't let him get that experience. If he levels up off the tower, that would be devastating. But instead, we've got a marksman to deal with.
Yep.
It's fine. Nice.
No tower
I didn't
XP
get the-
though.
Yeah, shame. So close.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that. Of course, the level 3 wasps offer the same turn as the Typhoon, but I still think I might click it.
Yeah, I can see the Typhoons. I'm thinking the Vulcan here for me. Just played a Vulcan carry game, and he's
Yeah.
about to go Spider Mines. So I'm thinking a Vulcan in
Yeah,
the
that makes
center is
sense.
not a problem.
Well, and I just realized my opponent's Farseer carry, and I was telling you how Farseer absolutely scares me off from
Yeah, Wasp.
Wasp. So I think
Yeah.
I might not do it. And looking at the rest of this though, I could definitely play the Phoenix.
If you go Phoenix, I go range on them immediately because he's showing marksman already.
Yes. He does not have anti-air on the marksman though. That actually makes me want to do the Phoenix even more. He does
Yeah, I
have
think
double
that's a-
shot, so shields won't help me, but
Yeah. My opponent does have anti-air in his marksman, but I'm not going to play any air units, so he won't get any value from it.
yeah.
So you feel free to play Phoenix carry.
Now, I
I'll
could
pivot
go
away.
Scorch Vulcan and take out those tanks.
Ooh. I like to go range first. I don't know. Maybe I'm too much of a standard Andy, but I like range on my Vulcans first.
I think I'm still gonna get the Phoenix. I don't know. I don't like it because I've already got the level 3 marksman, but I feel like it might be a thing. Might work out here.
I think I'm going to keep the arc lights this time. I've only got 2 of them. So unlocking Cell and then selling 2 arc lights only nets me 100. And sometimes you just want that little bit of insurance of chaff clear behind your Vulcan
Right.
if the Vulcan gets taken out. I'm going to buy a second sniper just because there were Phoenixes offered and Wasps. Right. How are we looking? Yep, they're the spider mines that we saw coming from a while off. Glad we've got the Vulcans. And
Absolutely.
how's your board looking?
Um,
Typhoons.
Yeah, Typhoons. My flank is... It needs to be sold is what it needs to be, but he did have to react pretty strongly to it.
A little bit spooky with that consolidated force on your west side.
Agreed.
I'm facing wasps that I'm not ready for in the slightest. As a famous character once said, "You are not prepared." And yes, I was not prepared. I need some Mustangs. Yeah, I don't mind Mustang Vulcan. It's a nice combo.
Did you ever play much World of Warcraft?
I did not. I was a competitive Counter-Strike player, and I'll be honest, it was difficult because a lot of the Counter-Strike scene moved across to Warcraft when it came out. I'm showing my age. And yeah, I kind of resented Warcraft at that age because so many good players moved across. But yeah, it was good fun. Yeah. I played a tiny bit. I had a housemate who was a keen Warcraft player. I never quite got into it. I take it you played a little bit yourself from the direction of the question.
Yes, quite a bit. Number of years.
Which expansion?
From original all the way up to
wow.
the Frozen Throne, the Wrath of the Lich King, whatever.
Okay, Wrath of the Lich King. Okay.
But basically the early days, and then I came back for when they
glory days.
They did the classic again, so I came back for that.
Okay. Tempted you back.
They did.
It's one of the games where I wish I had played it to an extent, just for the social side.
Oh yeah.
But I was just all in on Counter-Strike at that point. I was playing like literally every day, 4 hours a day at least, because I was playing the tournament scene and going to LAN tournaments, so it was a big deal. Whereas these days I'm just a casual gamer enjoying Mechabellum for what it is.
I appreciate that. Trying to snipe a sledge group here so it doesn't get to level.
Okay.
Ooh, I didn't shield and there was the ion beam.
There is, but does the shield do much to an ion beam is my approach?
Yeah, you almost have to have 2 shields to get anything out of it. Oh, but you are getting hit with the boat drop. Will the marksman save the day?
Marksman Mustang crawler. The crawler's running away though.
Yeah. Oh, we got second salvo wasted. Very nice.
Nice. Sniper saves the day with a hero shot? No, not quite. But got the job done. And my iron cannon did its job as well. Nice.
Looks like I'm pivoting into just classic Vulcan Phoenix, and I think it's going to pay off here.
Who am I to criticize after the last game?
Right.
I think your opponent's going to go sniper carry then as his response.
Probably.
And my opponent is possibly even in the same camp as well. Might be a double sniper carry.
Yeah, they already got the snipers. But I mean, we already got artillery ourselves, so yeah. I'm feeling okay about it.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. I think they're feeling the pressure. I hope they're off the phone call, because Fraudulent was saying he was on the phone at the start.
That is true.
He's had a while though. He's had time. Ooh, I like this. Tank production.
Yes, these are some excellent choices.
Offensive tactics. What is this? Okay, so my thinking here, if I was level 2 on either of my Vulcans, I take Nano Repair Kit every day of the week.
Right, but I am not.
Because I'm still level 1, I'm going tank production here.
I think I'm going to go Barrier, because there's so often I fail to protect against
Fair enough.
A drop of some sort.
You're less fastidious than I am in dropping your shields.
Yep.
But we do have the shield drop as well, so it's not too bad. Thank you for covering the center.
Yeah.
I'm going to go range on my Mustangs just to keep them behind my Vulcans. And I'm going to go some more chaff, and I think I'm good. So my opponent is range sniper already, so I go Fang here. I do late Fangs, just to keep our storm callers and snipers safe. I think he's regretting the hacker pickup, the Spider-Man pickup, sorry.
Right, yeah, he invested in that, and I don't think he's got anything to show for it.
Yeah.
Similarly, he invested in the Wasp, didn't he, at that round? And
he did.
Has that been getting shut down? Yeah.
Yeah, it ran into an iron cannon last round, and it's got ranged Mustangs waiting for it this round.
Right.
He might mobile beacon it across to you, I'm afraid.
That would be a bit problematic, yeah.
Nope.
Nope, it's the Rocket Punch!
What? I have not seen this in days, weeks, months!
Oh, I'm excited now. This is going to be...
What is this?
How is it going to play out?
Does it kill a Sabretooth? I don't know. It's 15,000 damage, and a Sabretooth is 30,000 health, so it might with both rockets.
Both rockets, maybe.
But there are Vulcans there as well. It will kill the arc lights behind my... Nope, not quite. Okay. Fascinating. Did get one rocket off and killed a Sabretooth with it. Fair enough, respect. I would not pick Fortress into Sabretooth, I must admit.
No, that scares me off. And of course, that he doesn't have range or anything either, so he is always going to be getting shot at by your sabers. Your double shot sabers, I'm sure, are coming.
And I'll be honest, I find Rocket Punch quite easy to disable with the MP
Yes.
from Stormcallers. So it's not my favorite tech.
Even if you're not trying to disable it, there's maybe a random crawler that it just shoots at instead. Like, you didn't even try to counter it.
Yeah, it just distracts itself. Interesting. I was not expecting Rocket Punch, I will admit. But it does have the regen module and did get level 2, so that might be the reason we took it, just to guarantee level 2.
Maybe.
Cheeky.
So Scorpion does really well for me here. I think I should pick it. I'm just considering the possibility of the Wraith or the Melter. I think he goes Melter.
The snipers and the Farseers put me off that, I'll be honest.
Off the Wraith and Melter?
Yeah. Maybe I'm thinking too many moves ahead, but I'm pretty sure your opponent's going to take ranged as marksman next. So if you take Melter, he then takes EMP on the marksman. I guess you do have the chaff clear advantage, so it's not such a threat. So maybe a Melter's okay for you, but I think Scorpion is hands down, like head and shoulders above. It's just so good at clearing the tanks, and there's level 2 tanks that the Melter will struggle
Typhoon
with.
as well to consider.
Yeah,
and it's free.
I think Scorpion's a must pick.
I'm just clicking it. I agree.
Yeah, I'm taking the Melter but selling it. Just because I want Melter unlocked in case the fortress gets out of control, but I'm backing my Saberteeth right now. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and buy 3 level 3 Saberteeth and take range on them.
Okay.
I think Vulcan with range and Sabertooth with the range beats his entire composition, and everything else is just the icing on the cake. I'm going to loan and take temporary range because I'm going for a tempo kill there. It's a little bit greedy.
I will do the same. I like it though.
I think we're good for it. Because I think your Scorpion counters his entire board. And their big play might be an Overlord or something, which I'm not too scared of.
Range on the Farseer. That's expensive.
It is. It's an endgame tech as well. It's not particularly good on an empty board like his. Though, I guess he's got a few units together.
Well, it's going to give some range to that Melter, but I'm not a huge fan. I'll admit, I'm not a huge fan of this.
My opponent is learning the devastating firepower of Saberteeth. Yeah, sorry, friend. Yep, the fortresses are gone, the melting point is gone, and the Saberteeth still stand.
He did manage to protect his Melter to the end, but it didn't get to melt the giants. Yeah, he never actually got to target anything of value.
I think your Phoenixes did a lot of work there as well. Well played, sir. GG. Well, that has been a pleasure. Did we, win 6, lose 1? I think is my rough count.
I think
well
so.
Played.
I think so. Sabertooth,
very comfortable.
Proudfoots.
Saberteeth. I never quite sure what to say. But that game felt very comfortable, I've got to say.
Yes. I think part of it was making some correct choices on our part, but also some incorrect choices perhaps on tech, particularly your opponent, with the early mines that were easily countered, and so he just couldn't afford to upgrade any further.
He was a bit unlucky that we got Vulcan for free. The time
yes.
Mine.
Although I think I had to pay for my unlock. I don't think I bought it. What did I get? No,
you took.
Did I take it? Maybe I did take it. But the Rocket Punch, I'm not convinced it did anything. And then it made the barrier cost what, 700?
It bought him a level on the fortress. The fortress that hit level 2 got level 2 by using Rocket Punch to kill a Vulcan.
Okay.
So, but it's 300 cost, and then the final round it did nothing because the Sabertooth just killed it from too far.
Right.
So they were wasted on chaff. And yes, chaff clear is always nice to have an excess of, but you don't really want your fortress wasting its 1 or 2 shot only weapon on chaff. So yeah, difficult one. I think your opponent needed to take a different avenue to beating you here. I don't think his board is well set up for beating you. I don't think late Typhoons is a good play. I think those Typhoons that are at the back could have been in the center.
So the Typhoons it's an actual
response.
It's a massive response to me placing a single arc light.
A single arc light. Yeah. When anything could have answered that.
So
a single missile.
He did the Farseer and the Typhoon on that line to counter the arc light. And then he reinforced it with more.
You triggered his PTSD from when he's been heavy flanked by Arclight, followed by Fire Badgers, followed by Crawlers, followed by a Fortress, and then a shield dropped on it.
I think the shield drop is what really triggered all of it, because he was like, I can't get through.
I've got to have it inside it. Okay, but yeah, he spent. I mean, that Farsi is worth 600, so he spent 900 to answer your single arc light.
Yes, which I sold out of immediately.
Oh, that feels bad.
And then his positioning was meant that everything just lined up for the Vulcan. You know, it was just fish in a barrel, right? There was and then the last turn there, it lined up for the Scorpion as well. I didn't have range on the Scorpion, but he still did quite well.
Okay, no, well played. That was a very clean game. Well,
I
thank you
thought
very
so
much,
too.
Druski. I'm going to take my leave here, but
All
it's been a
right.
pleasure. Good catching up with you, and fun earning some MMR for cheap, I shall say, because I think you're underrated in your 2v2 MMR. It's been a pleasure.
I thoroughly enjoyed our time together. Thank you. It was your idea, so thank you for bringing it up, and that we should do more of this.
Thanks for allowing me to distract you. Well, thank you for watching to the very end. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry these were from Druski's perspective. This was something we set up at short notice, and I'm not really in a position myself to record 3 hours worth of footage. So you'll have to forgive editing DRM for being a light touch on this one. I'll see you tomorrow for a tournament game.